Oh yeah, this was not cool. Now I can see and I can hear myself. This is crazy. This is so crazy. All right, let's see. Can y'all hear me now? I'm about to. I don't know what happened earlier, but now I'm gonna fix it up. So let me tell. All right, we're about to start. All right. So I had to change my mic. My mic was on default instead of it being on audio. So I had to change that. I don't know what happened. We was listening to one particular song and I don't know what happened. The song came on and then all of a sudden the mic had stopped. So I'm still new at doing this live stream stuff. Like I gotta know how to do the pictures, the editing, all that good stuff. Because if I'm gonna be a content creator, I gotta learn this shit. And it's gonna take some time. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, let me go ahead and tell my homie to get on here because hopefully my homie will join. But it's on now. So James Brown is not really James Brown. This dude a fraud. First of all, I don't trust people who use celebrities' names, especially the ones who are dead. I don't trust them at all. I think I think they're nothing but frauds. There's no way around it. You can't even describe what fraudulent people are. They're counterfeits. And he don't look like James Brown. On top of that, the picture shows what's the guy's name that played on um Panther. He looks like that guy who just passed away not too long ago. So now he's using two dead people, the name and the face. So he won't even cam up to show his real true damn face. So that tells you right there this Negro is ugly. And then you can't get a woman, let alone a black woman. So you get on Africa Millennials channel and you start talking about how all you start disparaging black women, embarrassing black men while you're doing it. And you're talking about black women from the West. And you're doing all the talking. You're taking up all the room on African Millennials channel. All the room. You almost wouldn't even let Tunisia get a word out at all. So to me, this is an embarrassment. Second thing is, oh hi, Bronze Flat Power God. Peace. God of F. I'm glad y'all here. But let me tell you, this dude don't know nothing about Western black women because he never been with one. As a matter of fact, I can almost tell you he's experimenting with men because all he did was glorify men and who they are and what they got and what who they are, what they have, what they got. Only a woman's supposed to do that. When I was coming up, women did that. Women glorified certain kind of men that she liked, and that was just one individual. One may like a rich man. One may say, "Well, I don't want a rich man. I just want a good man. He gotta just be a working man," you know. And it's like that to this day. Like to this day, I don't want a well-made, already rich, wealthy guy because that's superficial to me. But see, guys like this want superficial women, and he don't want to be with a black woman because he's scared of her, because he don't know how to take care of her. He don't know how to please a black woman. He don't know how to be a black man, so he can't. So he can't do nothing but bash black women on Africa Millennials channel, which that's fine if you want to expose yourself for the fruity bitch that you are. And then DL20 is really a freaking fruity bitch because every time I get on here and say hi to people, I have no drama or no nothing. This dude get on here and already start attacking me. And dude, I'm not even interested in you. Why are you still targeting me? Like, didn't real Stella Stella block you or put you on timeout? And I hate when they get put on timeout and then Africa Millennial don't see that this shit is disrespectful. And instead of her saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna put up with you disrespecting the people in a chat. If you don't like the person, just don't call the person out because I don't want to see it." And the mods. What are the mods there for? The mods there to protect the content creator. The mods are there to protect other mods, and the mods are there to protect posters who are not attacking anybody. So I ain't had no choice but to fight back. This dude come at me hella foul, and I told him, please tell his bitch to shut up. Like for real. Like for real. Like tell him to shut his bitch up. Because all he did was just talk. Talk, 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 talk. Ramble, ramble, ramble. And then all of a sudden you sound just like a little bitch. All day. And all you did was put down women you couldn't even get. Simple as fucking that. You couldn't even get this woman. You couldn't even get a black woman. You probably got put down because you look funny as fuck. You probably 4 feet tall. And if that's the case, I wouldn't talk to your ass either. I don't like short men. And then I don't like men that talk too goddamn much. Real men don't talk a lot. So you got these fake ass dudes running behind real black men. And a lot of black men are not here to defend themselves, to be honest with you. And I learned a lot from Taz the Goat because I was listening to Taz exclusives because I was feeling myself that he was really protecting black women. Seemed like he the only one that see the fuckery behind the whole thing, and he's making it that these niggas are an embarrassment. Well, this dude here is showing you proof he's an embarrassment. This dude is talking and smacking his lips like he with the flag. Where your LGBT flag at? That's the only thing he was missing. And then you have the nurse start calling sisters in the chat a prostitute. Nigga, that's your problem. That's y'all's problem. Because you can't get no cookie. So you turn around and you want to talk bad about us and we this and we that. And then he made up some shit about women being out in the streets and want to know what happened. A man try to tell you. First of all, it's the opposite. Last I checked, black women, most of them have their own goddamn place. I don't care if it's Section 8, it's still her fucking place. She still gotta pay rent. Okay? And you niggas are in her face trying to live with her for free. Then we always see that. Then we always see more females who got their own job, pay their own fucking rent, take care of their own business. They don't ask men for shit because he already put it out there in the mid-90s to women, don't ask for shit. And it was so embarrassing because I came in the middle of that. Like I never asked a brother for nothing and he didn't have to put out nothing because it was not required to be with me. And dude, I had cousins who said, F that, my mama got what the hell she want from any man that want to get with her. I remember seeing men who want to get at my grandmama. Grandpa left and he gonna be gone for 2 or 3 weeks. That man want to sneak in and go talk to my grandma. My grandma will take your car bill, your chocolate, and your flowers, but you ain't sleeping with her. She is not gonna give her goods to her daddy that's gone right now. But she can sit down and play dominoes and cards with me. This dude over here talking all this mess like he got so many years of experience of women and he became the failure. And then what's this about why men need to be taken care of? Didn't Cynthia G already put that shit out there about these dudes that want to be saved? They want women to put on capes to go save their ass like Supergirl. Like Supergirl. What kind of shit is that? What kind of embarrassment is that? Like that's all y'all do. Y'all hide behind women. When you get in trouble with the law, you run to your baby mama or you run to your lady and you want her to take up for you. Oh man, man, just don't tell the cops nothing. Tell them I ain't here. Put her in danger. Isn't that what happened to our sister Corian Gaines? Rest in peace. She took up for a fucking dust. And all of a sudden she lost her fucking life. Dudes like you would get women killed. You're not even gonna give a fuck. And a lot of y'all dudes was on here talking bad about this sister. You know what I'm saying? Like that's supposed to give you brownie points. So for me personally, I just want to tell y'all, y'all hold up that LGBT flag because that's what you represent. That's who you are. That's who you are. And some of y'all, that's with a Becky, you don't even want Becky. But Becky don't even want you either. That's a kicker. Becky don't want you either. Becky just got through saying all she want black men for is a baby. And then she's gonna put your ass on child support. But you don't want to talk about that, don't you guys? Y'all want to talk about that, right? But it's always the black woman's fault. The weave on her head is the black woman's fault. The weave. And I heard about welfare that took the man out the house. No, your boss took you out the house. See, when he found out you had them kids and told you he don't have enough hours for you so you can feed them babies, you done sat there and bounced on your lady. And that was what, 50, 60 years ago? Before my time? So don't come on here and start talking all this mess about what black women ain't and what black women in the West is. You don't even know. You ain't been with any of them. So you can't even talk about black women because I can tell you haven't been with any of them. And Two Nice said, hey, I've been with I've been with some good ones, I've been with some bad ones, but hey, I have no complaints about the black woman I'm with from America. I have no complaints. So this dude here thinking just because Two Nice don't agree with him, that dude, you must ain't listening. You ain't listening. All black women are bad. Well, let me ask you this: how come you ain't conquered nothing yet? How come you ain't conquered nothing yet? And a lot of these dudes get on here and they talk this mess. I'm talking about the black manospheres, I mean the what do you call them damn people? SYSB fakes. And this dude started talking about uh Marcus Messiah Garvey the other night, last night. I was tired. I didn't have time to be arguing with people. I didn't like how African Millennial cut me off and start talking about it's 2 in the morning. Okay, that's fine. You chose to stay up that damn late, sis. You chose to stay up that damn late. If you want to hear dude ramble about black women all damn day, and then he want to pick arguments with me, and you choose to talk to a damn dustball, then go right on ahead. I have no fight in your yard. That is your live stream. Okay? I didn't have time to go through that. I just want to just go straight to sleep. I was tired. I want to tell you guys, about the black, about where the Black Power movement really come from, because this dude technically was freaking dumb. Black Power movement didn't start with Marcus Messiah Garvey, you dumbass. That was way back in the 60s. It started in the fucking 60s. Nobody did the marching and the militant marching and got the whole goddamn world bothered. See, Marcus Messiah Garvey was deemed as goddamn sellout because he started having fun and talking with Becky and partying with them and everything just so they can get in his head. See, that's how they got him. He should have stayed on his own and just kept it black and kept it to the real SYSBN. You know what I'm saying? Save yourself, black men and women, from the white laws and all the stuff, and save yourself from the white women. And they changed it around because they want to be with white women. So that being said, fuck you, fake James Brown. Change your name. You're a fucking fraud. I hope one of his older children see that and sue your punk ass just as well as Beyonce bitch ass, whatever her fucking mammy ass. You don't even look like Beyonce, but you want to use her fucking name and just say her name twice. Really? I hope she sees that so she can sue your bitch ass, cause you ain't nothing but a fucking mammy. Everything that you sit there and she an opportunist for dick. For real. I'm sorry to say and say these little words like that, but she an opportunity. She want penis so fucking bad. She want penis so damn bad that she's willing to go up against a sister that ain't got nothing against her, ain't said shit about her, ain't said shit to her, ain't post nothing about her, don't know her from Adams, but you gonna sit there and put your pea knuckle looking ass on Uganda's channel and say some shit about me to me. I don't appreciate that. Like, I want to clown your ass, but I'm on Mr. Uganda's channel. But I'm on my channel now. Okay? I'm on my fucking channel now. And I don't want to keep on getting on here putting bad people on my content. I really don't. But I gotta get that off my chest. I do. You guys gotta watch out for these fucking mammies. That's what these fucking mammies are. I think unconsciously I was a goddamn mammy. I think I was. I think I was when I was, fighting back when some of the sisters was talking about the mistreatment that they were getting from some of the brothers. I was fighting back like, not all black men. If this one don't work, I go over there to this black man. I think I was kind of man up a little motherfucking, a little bit, probably a little bit too much. And then I realized, well, shit, I wasn't getting treated right by any of the motherfuckers. They 16 years apart, two baby daddies, 16 years apart. Both of them had the same damn mentality. So it's a fucking you problem. That's not a me or any of these sisters' problems. We the main ones that take your broke ass just because we just want someone to love us and just be there. And if a pipe break inside the kitchen, we need someone to fix a little pipe a little bit. And you can't even do that, but you can complain because I guess because you can't get a woman, but you can get a man though. DL20 wants you so bad. He's been taking up for you and telling me to shut the f up and all the stuff for you, and I'm telling him to tell his bitch, which is you, James Brown, to shut the fuck up. You've been talking, and you've been talking all goddamn day, and then I left to go make sure my son went to the potty. When I come back, you're still fucking talking. Then I stopped and I said, and they put the phone down, and let me say my battery's on my phone, and turn that shit off a little bit. And I left, and I went to go use the restroom, and then I went to go fix some food, and I came back, and I turned the phone back on, and you're still fucking talking. So that tells me you're a bitch. Because bitches talk a lot. Women talk a lot. Women talk a lot. Let me see what the chat is telling me. Bo Dilly probably gave up and just said, fuck it, I don't want to even be on the chat no more. Because everybody's hating on him and all this stuff. But he had a mouth on him. He was anti-woman too. His ass was anti-woman too. Very eye-opening. I don't pick up on that as quick. I find it weird. I'll never get used to the alphabets. I was raised different myself. But they want to make it seem like that we're going around hating on them because we're ignoring them. Okay, never believe that the LGBT is being attacked because we're bothering them. They know we're not bothering them. They know, and that bothers them that we're not giving them their attention. Look at that punk ass, what's her name? Raven. This bitch says she wasn't even black. Can you stick to the story? You either black or you ain't black. Bitch, we don't give fucking care who you married to. We don't care what your wife is. We don't care if it's a woman. We don't care if it's a frog. We don't fucking care. We don't care. So why do you want our attention? You just said you're not black, so therefore you're kicked out the fucking community. We don't care if you married a man. We don't even care. Alfonso, we don't care about your damn Becky. Dude, you're smiling. All your kids is white. We don't give a care. We don't care. Okay, you've already made the decision. What that's supposed to do? That's supposed to make us upset because you chose to be who you want to be with. Love is blind according to you. So you go ahead and do what the fuck you want to do. And leave the black community the fuck alone. Leave the black community alone. And speaking of which, let me call out some of the goddamn trolls of the black community. Okay? I need Raven to leave us the fuck alone. I need Tyrese to fucking leave us the fuck alone. Tyrese crying and shit. Tyrese, you're a fucking embarrassment to the black community and black men. You're a fucking embarrassment. Don't leave the black community alone. Don't even. Okay? You're not fit to probably be a father probably because you cry too goddamn much. What kind of shit is that? How you gonna teach a kid to be something and you cry too goddamn much? You supposed to be a fucking man. So yeah, you leave the black community alone too. Alfonso Rivera, dude, the fucking white boy dance was cool, but if that was your damn lifestyle the whole goddamn time, I'm glad you fucking came out the curtains. Leave us a goddamn fuck alone. Leave us alone. Who else is bothering the black community? A lot of these damn celebrities. A lot of us ain't fucking with the celebs no more. You got some fucking sellouts. Leave us the fuck alone. A lot of these celebrities are doing nothing but calling us out and telling us, you gotta take the jab. No, bitch, you ain't even taking a jab. What the fuck you telling me to take a jab for? See, you see how the powers that be trying to work this shit out? They say, listen, if you could get your people to take the shot, you don't have you'll be exempt from taking it. Jay-Z and them trying to tell us to take the damn shot. Jay-Z, you not even your own damn boss. Leave us the fuck alone. Leave us alone. Don't even bother us. Don't fucking bother us. Okay? What else? What else is on that damn chat? Oh yeah, don't worry about it, man. I have to take my time and understand. Sometimes people are tired. You know what I'm saying? My son was being all over the place and stuff. I just wish African Millennial would have just sat there and said, "Listen, I'm finna kick both y'all off. I'm kicking both y'all off. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I want to hear all that shit from both y'all. Bye." If she would have did that, out much respect, man, much respect. But she kicked me off and she let Dusty stay on. Like, for real, she let LGBT Dusty stay on. The one that liked to flap his mouth. For real. And that's how come I'm like this dude. I had to roast him. I had to say what I gotta say. He a bitch. Everything about him is a fucking bitch made. He bitch made. I'm telling you, when a man glorifies other men, that tells me right there. When you put down women all goddamn day and talking about smacking her in the face and shit like that, you're bitch ass. You're gay. You're gay. Hi Tanya, how you doing? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want to do something different for myself. I want to do something that's going to help benefit everybody. And that's what I wanted to do the channel for, because I wanted to teach you guys some new tricks, some new things, so we can all get on here and benefit and all make some money together and come together. But when we get to, well, every time we get to Mr. Uganda's channel, it's always the few that always don't want no parts of the black community. See, let me explain something to a lot of, and see, this is why I did this the thing. I was so upset that I had to do that last. I didn't care who showed up to the live stream or not, but I had to say what I had to say. Listen, shout out to a lot of the Africans that are pro, dude. When I see the bullshit in my country, and I get it, I understand. And if you don't do nothing that's bullshit to black people in America, they won't do shit back to you. Let me tell you something. Let me clarify something about our people, dude. We're retaliators. We're not agitators. The African booty scratcher and shit that y'all talking about back in the days, all y'all asses was mean. Them African kids was capping right fucking back as well. But let me tell you something. In the Bay Area, parents whooped your ass. Parents whooped your ass for even opening up a mouth to even say the word booty. You got your ass whooped. And you refuse to see that this shit came from white kids. White kids get to say whatever the fuck they want to say to black kids. And black kids, we feel so down and out and anti us, and we hate how we look because the white kids get all this and the white kids get all that. We hate how we look. So what do we do? What the fuck do we do? We start talking at each other. We start capping on each other. I remember we had a capping session out in the backyard in Thomas Paine Square in San Francisco. And I remember it was this young brother named Stephen. And it was him, me, Sydney, a few of us, and some of the African kids. I had a crush on this brother named Malone. He was African. I had a crush on him named Malone. We always capping on each other. And I used to hate my big cousin Eric. Eric used to cap on me and call me Laserbeak because I was real dark at the time. I darkened in the sun. But in the winter, I'm red bone. I turn red again. Like for real. And he used to call me Laserbeak from the Transformers. And I hated that. And when we used to cap on each other, everything we had so much self-hatred in us as a child, we didn't even know we were hurting each other. Everything was, you black ass, your mama's so black, you black ass, your mama's so black. So I don't want to hear this shit about, you know what I'm saying, oh, you call me African booty scratcher. Bitch, you said our mama was black and poor. What the fuck? Your parents went to work. Your parents went to work. Some of our parents was on fucking welfare. You said our parents were poor. So fuck you with that lame ass excuse. Like, I give 2 middle fingers to you about that. Like, don't ever come to us and tell us you call us African music. Bitch, you said our parents were poor and on welfare. Okay? You don't think your parents talk about us behind closed doors? And you think that you're not gonna come out and say the shit that you say as African children? But you was getting dogged and bullied by white children, and we didn't give a fuck who you look. We didn't even know what you were. All we know is you look like us. So we gonna stick by each other. And it was just a natural occurrence. We like, oh, so Billy gonna say something about what's your name? Oh, Akaye? Oh, he said something about Akaye. Yeah, well, hey, you want me to beat him up for you? Cause they just want to hit a white kid and run. We just want to hit a white kid and run at school. And we looked at Akaye. Akaye, you want us to do something to him? For real, we know where Brian at. We'll wait till Brian walk around the corner. I'm gonna throw a rock at him and then we gonna run. And what do little Okaye say? No, I do not. I do not. I'm going to get in trouble. Straight up. And then I heard someone say, "Oh, we hear you guys make a mockery. You had black people make a mockery of us, our language." Bitch, our language got stolen. So we wish we had your language. So what the fuck do we do? We acknowledge that. It's called representing. We were representing. We ain't making no goddamn jokes of what could be ours. Little do you know, we come from you, bitch. That's where the fucking language came from. If I talk like this, it's because naturally it come from our lineage. I do have Nigerian blood in me. Do you know that? Fuck you. We say this because we representing. We talk like that. We wish we could speak another language other than fucking English. We don't want these people knowing what the fuck we talking about. But you don't want to hear that because you want to find excuses why you don't even like Black America. All these damn excuses. All I hear is nothing but fucking excuses. So yes, I'm roasting some of y'all lame ass people. Aphrodite can kiss my fucking ass too. He fake and phony as fuck. And I would never, never attend this class. And anybody attend that man's class, you guys gonna have a rude awakening on your tail. A rude awakening. Because everything about him was anti-Black, American, and anti-African. He had hate for both sides. And y'all sitting up here gonna follow this dude? He had hate for both sides. And you're sitting up here. Nobody looked at the African diaspora. You ever seen that beautiful sister, that Zalala? You ever seen Zalala? She got a show and she talk about all the shit going on from the sellouts all the way down to shit that's happening that's racist against African people from different parts of the country in Africa. Now, let me see. Yeah, Zalala is she's somebody you can listen to all the time because she's and there was a brother that was on there, but he had to finish college. He was working for Phil too, but he took some time off of college and he get on there and he was talking and he kicked ass too, talking about what's going on between China and Africa and what the hell they doing, and certain things were worth celebrating. You know how some of the presidents was like, yeah, I don't trust the Chinese. I don't trust the Chinese. You're trying to sell us so you can take away half our land. I'm not going for it. Isn't that what y'all going through right now in the continent? Right? So only way that we will start talking about coming together is we come together. It don't have to be a whole group of everything. Okay? It didn't have to be a whole group of everything. All we had to do was just sit there and come together and talk about what we gonna do different. Because apparently our leaders ain't doing shit right. Our leaders ain't doing shit right. They all getting in trouble, and then when they want to stand up for themselves, they get assassinated. Ain't that something? Isn't that a coincidence? And then it's and see, the assassination is supposed to scare the African men over in Africa right now, the men, and let y'all know. People say, "Oh, we try to do these things, but every time we try to stick up for our rights, this assassination is." That's what they did in America. Scare tactics. It's called scare tactics. I want y'all to understand that this shit is called scare tactics. Understand that when in America, which this other dude, Def, whatever his name is, the DJ Def, whatever his ass is talking about, I don't know what she's talking about. She may went through similar things. Bitch, shut up. I could call you a bitch because this is my fucking platform right now. And if you see it, I hope you fucking see it. Because you're going through the same shit we going through here in America. Only thing is it's been put on YouTube where we are bold enough to show this shit on live now. All the shit that's happening to us that's on live now. Like how about Black Americans. And see, y'all have the nerve to call us African Americans. Most of us don't want to be called fucking African Americans. That's some shit Jesse Jackson came up with. Because white folks couldn't figure out what they want to fucking call us. Right? They was calling us Negroes. They was calling us colored. But you know, the Dusty that was talking on Africa Millennials channel for 4 hours of the whole fucking time, he didn't fucking know that, right? So he's gonna run his fucking mouth like he knows shit about the Black Power movement. This nigga over here talking all nothing but nonsense. You would have got yourself clout if the GOAT was on live talking. If he would have told you what a Black Power movement came in, I had to let Mr. Uganda know. I try to tell Mr. Uganda the do-rag is not part of the Black Power movement. It's part of the prison industrial movement. If you look at Colors and other prison shows, prisoners wore do-rags, honey. The Black Power movement wore afros. So I want to tell my little brother that because he didn't know. He want to know, what made the Black Power movement be so popular at the time. We stood up for our goddamn selves. That's what we did. It started off in the 60s. They changed some of the story. The shit wasn't right. But it started off in the 60s. Not where Marcus Messiah Garvey is. He trying to impress someone. I think he's trying to get at African millennial. And she don't want no dust. Because he's going to try to use her and want some of her money. No. She don't want no damn dust. Let me tell you something. Marcus Messiah Garvey had nothing to do with the Black Power movement. Okay, he had something to do with the SYSBM. Don't cut me off and tell me, you don't know this, nigga. I know that you rock the rainbow flag. Okay, so let's just clear this shit since I can talk now on my damn live stream and you guys got an ear to lend. Black Power movement started in the 60s. Okay, early 60s, and all kind of shit was happening because black people started standing up after the Little Rock 9 shit started happening, and people was trying to integrate into the schools where the whites were and all this stuff. Okay, this shit had to stop. Kids were getting killed left and right. White folks was using black people for targets, as target practice, run them over. If a black man say excuse me and trying not to touch a white woman, she'll purposely fucking scream and say he's trying to rape me outside and everybody see that shit. And he ain't even touched her. He ain't even looking at her. And automatically he's gonna get hung, he's gonna get shot, he's gonna get killed. He's gonna be again. Okay? And the Black Panther movement was formed before it became Bloods and Crips. It was the Black Panther movement. Let's just talk about that. Okay? Hear me out. Because if my words don't make sense, please research it yourself. All right? The Black Power movement was with Huey Newton and them. They come up with this shit. They made that. My mother was part of the Black Panther movement, but she got out. She didn't understand the whole rules and regulations. Okay, it was too much for her. Cause see, at the time they wanted everybody to get educated and eat nutrition and all the stuff. You carry your weapon to protect yourself from the pigs. Okay, understand that. I just go and watch the movie, cause it tells you where it started. Part of that shit was right, but they started talking about, oh, it was over a street light. No, it wasn't over no damn street light. It wasn't over no damn street light. It was the fact that Martin Luther King was getting his ass thrown in jail left and right, and he kept saying, turn the other cheek. And they said, fuck that. We dying out here. So this is what they did. Okay. Then let's talk about Malcolm X. Malcolm X also became militant, and a lot of the Muslims and the NOIs and the FOIs became militant. If you watch that movie, you will see exactly what started that shit. Marcus Messiah Garvey was already gone. He had nothing to do with that shit. Dumbass. James Brown, the fraud. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call you James Fraud. I don't want people thinking I'm attacking the legend who passed away. Malcolm X and the crew, before all this shit started happening, I'm telling you, it was so hardcore that the laws and legislation, they didn't know what to do because they had the same as rules and regulations about what to do with us and how to get away with doing shit to us. How to get away with it. And we bumped back and they was like, oh shit, we didn't see this coming. And you're going to see a white officer Chief said to another police officer, this nigger got too much power. That's where that shit started. That's when that shit started. He said he got too much power. And that's what happened. He had too much, and he did. He was moving mountains. So much so, you had Christians converting to Islam. So I don't want to hear that shit. They took up arms. The Black Panther took up arms. You're not going to sit here and tell me that that's not what the hell happened. And who killed the movement? We fucking did. Because some of us was so into just integration. Integration killed everything. You had Martin Luther King that said, F this, I'm done. Turn the other cheek. Every time I turn a cheek, on the left, you throwing a rock at me hitting the right cheek. I'm sick of getting hit in my cheeks. As a matter of fact, I think I done took my people into the burning hell. He said it. Look him up. How he sat there and apologized to his people that was his follower, who didn't understand why he was getting chewed by dogs and bitten by dogs. Afrodamus, kiss my fucking ass. You're dumb as fuck. You're dumb. You mean tell me you had missed a whole fucking camera video of black people marching and Martin Luther King was marching with him because he was against Malcolm X. He told Malcolm X, you don't do it with violence. You march in silence. Silence made you an easy goddamn target. And show did no white folks made sure them silence became an easy target, because if you was violent, they were scared of black folks. They didn't want no hard target. They didn't want no black men with bearing arms, and there's a whole bunch of y'all. Oh, they scared. And as a matter of fact, police officers ain't gonna even move them up, so they gonna just stand there and stand down and hold their arms and cuff they and just look and just see who they can catch, and so they can just catch them off guard. Okay. That's exactly what the hard target looked like when black men was standing up and doing what the hell they were supposed to do, because they was gonna protect their mama and wife and kids and each other. But you got some weak asses now. Y'all scared as fuck. All y'all scared, talking about the woman won't save you, the woman won't take care of you, the woman can't protect you. Protect you from what? Man, they gotta protect yourself. Aren't you a man? Don't you got balls? Don't you create? I thought you carried a seed. Oh, so only seed carriers are the protectors. Because I'm going to protect my son all goddamn day. I'm going to protect my son all day. Thank you very much to the sisters who broke it down. Because I didn't understand. You've been lied to. Okay? So, Afrodamus can kiss my damn ass with his dumb ass. He dumb. Because he think he knows shit. And he want to be some leader, but I'm gonna tell you something. He propaganda, y'all. Y'all be fucking careful for that shit too. I was peeping him out. Him and several others that was on Miss Uganda's channel. Miss Uganda, I need you to pay attention very closely to them words. I want you to listen to them. Anytime somebody don't want nothing to do with black Americans and you want to purposely call someone African American, and a lot of us don't want to be associated with the word African American, they are part of the problem. Because they too busy want to love their Beckys. The dude that says, I don't care who I'm married, who I'm married to got to do with it. When a black man is married to a black woman, he ain't finna sit there. He ain't gotta explain shit. He gonna let you know. Well, look at brother Donnie. Donnie goes in and is married to a queen, honey, a black queen. Black queen. Who babes? Come on. I must say, black women, we don't play that shit when it comes to the shower and the bathtub. We bathe, honey. We bathe. Some of y'all think it's okay in this tradition to be with a woman even though she don't bathe. No wonder why that one chick I used to work with over at Picture People, she had an odor on her every damn day. White woman. She had an odor all damn day, and we didn't want to talk bad about it. We thought it was some internal going along with her, and found out this white bitch stink. She just don't bathe. She had a boyfriend too. This white bitch don't bathe. White man, white chick, they both didn't bathe. They was cool. He didn't see nothing wrong with it. This bitch don't bathe. Okay, let's fast forward. You got these brothers on here putting down sisters on live, on the chat, talking bad about black women all goddamn day. And then when we ask you, when you talk about it ain't about the color. It ain't about the color. That nigga is swirling. He's with somebody white or white Asian or white Indian. Indian's not one of us. They're not one of us. Okay? So, it don't matter who I'm with. Okay, well, we know now where your mindset is, because you're so hell anti-black, and you can't come to our cookout. And yes, when I get my land, you can't live in it. I want you profiled, because I want to make sure you can't get on my damn land. It's not for swirlers. We need to learn how to stick to ourselves. I don't care if you're from Jamaica. If you're from Jamaica and you with me, you with us, man, you could come from Jamaica and come stay in my land, cause you about your people, you about black women. I don't care if you got your a wife already. Got your beautiful wife, some kids, that's fine. Y'all can come on to our country. We need y'all to build up. I need my son to only see his people. So when my son get older, cause I know the psychology. Your black children grow up around each other, they're gonna fall in love with each other. They're not gonna see nobody else. They're gonna see none but beauty amongst each other. Black kids who grow up around each other, black men are going to be interested in black women. Black boys are going to be interested in black girls. Black boys are going to be flirting with black girls, getting on her nerves. She going to suck him in the chest and everything. But guess what? That's all he saw. That's all he saw. And I noticed that because upon my observations when I was in middle school, a lot of us wasn't into interracial dating. And I'm from San Francisco, California, where they said it's a melting pot, which is a goddamn lie. It's a melting pot in front of your face, but behind closed door, they racist as a mug. They racist. Honey, they make sure, especially the white women, they don't even want you getting a goddamn job. Let me see what y'all say on the comment. Oh, the term African American needs to be thrown in the garbage. Exactly. Exactly. Because Jesse Jackson came up with that shit. Just white guys told him, "Hey, you know your people better than this. What's the best thing that you could call your people? Because they upset about us calling them Negro, and then they upset when we call them the N word. We're upset if we call them black. Jesse Jackson ain't one of us. Now remember, Jesse Jackson had on the afro and the dashiki and threw the fist up in the air talking about keep hope alive, right? But guess what he said that we missed? We missed the term when he said keep up the struggle. Why the fuck you want to struggle? Jesse Jackson said some shit we didn't even catch. He said keep up the struggle. Why do we want to fucking still struggle? Because he was working for the man and he was getting paid to sell us out. Just like that old lady talking about the best thing a black man could do to keep his woman in check is hit her in the mouth. She ain't for black men either. I don't know why black men thought that sister, auntie, or grandma was for her, was for them. Because every man that I know that followed the Shahrazad Ali, yes, I said it, method, ended up being locked up for domestic violence. And then he get mad like, now what? He lost his fuck. Now what? Now what? She wouldn't listen to me. Now what? I tell these dudes, stop following behind good black men. They don't deserve you to taint. They don't deserve the taint coming from you. They don't deserve the nastiness of you. Okay? What's the next one? Let me see. Revolution has come. Yeah, that's okay. Sia dumped and bunch a crack Huron on. Yeah, they did. They came to. Come on, Miss Uganda. That's what they did. They came to. I remember in San Francisco. They was driving around in them dark cars, passing drugs out to black folks, being friends and talking about we can help you, you can work for us, and that's how the drugs ended up being. They did it slick. They did it slick. They Let me tell you what they did. Let me explain something to you. Some of y'all don't know this. Listen, black people are owed so much goddamn money. Let me talk to the African people for a minute. Black folks already know this shit from America. Listen, let me talk to the Africans for a minute because see, there's too many false prophets and false information being put in your minds, and I experienced all the shit, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what was going on. Because what I experienced, everybody said the same goddamn thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, you too? I'm thinking it's just San Francisco. Chicago went through the same thing. Atlanta went through the same thing. New York. Let me tell you something. Black people in the 50s and in the 40s started buying homes. They done saved their goddamn money since they was a free slave. And they bought, the money together. Everybody worked together. Black women went to church, became a church Ursha bird and everything. People went to church and did what they did. Black people went out and worked. You had black men who sat there and got on a goddamn train and drove 200 miles down on a train to go and work for 2 or 3, 4 days. He had no choice but to be with another female because at that time, how he gonna get back home from work when he gotta be at this job? And that's when the first damn temp agency started. Okay, so he went and got him a lady that he slept with just to have a home, but his mom was thinking about his wife and them 4 kids he got, and the money he gotta take. He give that woman about $15, $20, and then he gonna take us $60 and get back on the goddamn train, pay your $1.10, get your ass back on the train, and go back 200 miles back to be with his wife and kids and celebrate with the $50 something he got in his pocket, right? Because that was some money. That was some money. Okay, but black people said F that. We picked cotton. We were sharecroppers. We even worked the railroads. Okay, so they said okay. What they did was they said, well, how all these Negroes work for the railroads? They had to show proof they worked for the railroads. They were free slaves. They had to show proof of that. I mean, they gave them the fucking runarounds. They had to show proof of that. They worked, and guess what? They was able to buy a house for their family. They wanted to live in their own damn neighborhood. They didn't want to live in a white neighborhood. They wanted to live in their own goddamn nice area. When more black people was moving in one area, whites was moving out. They were complaining. White folks kept saying, there's a bunch of N-words moving in our neighborhood. Now we got to move out because they're here. And that's what happened. More people start coming in, buying the homes. And at that time, the realtor says money is money. And then when Martin Luther King was around, they started denying black people homes. Okay, and black folks ended up having their own apartments. I mean, their own homes. I remember my family members lived in Victorian homes in San Francisco. They worked hard for it. Hunters Point. Look at the documentary called Straight Outta Hunters Point. Look that up, everybody. Anybody that's my mods, please, look up, what do you call it, look up what's the name of that, Straight Out of Hunters Point. Look that up. It tell you, and some histories about Hunters Point in San Francisco. What happened to the Fillmore? Black people were making shit work, Mr. Uganda. African people, we was making shit work. We owned homes, we owned a couple of blocks, we did this, we did that, and then all of a sudden gentrification came. They had this thing called the canvas. And you had canvas people looking like they're liberals, nice white folks, and they were canvas people, and they were knocking on doors, and they were telling us there's something wrong with the walls, there's something wrong, you got stuff growing in the wall, something growing in the ground that may be dangerous to the health, and sending pamphlets and stuff and saying you guys want to leave out. And black people, a lot of them was not reading, a lot of them wasn't reading, some of them could not read. They could count money, but they couldn't read. So this is what they did. They sat there and they says, okay, well, we can put you. So they built this thing called the projects, high-rise buildings in the projects. Then next across from it was some apartment complexes, about few apartment complexes. And they told them, we're gonna give you $40,000. They gave some black people $40,000 a piece to go and live somewhere for now until they clean out what's wrong with the Victorian buildings or the homes. But what they did was they lied and kicked them out of the home in a slick way, in a slick manner. In a slick manner. That's what they did. Okay? And then what happened was they started paying rent. First of all, black people wasn't paying no damn rent. They bought a house. They bought a Victorian home. Black people got together and bought shit together. And that's how you guys were strong. That's what made us strong. And the government said it's too many of you guys being strong. We need to get rid of. We need to break this shit down. And in order for us to get at the black man, we got to get at the black woman, right? That's a lie. That's a lie. They said in order for us to break up the black families, we got to get the older folks because they listen to old people. That's what the hell really happened. Not they got to get at the woman. Because guess what? It's mighty funny, and I'm gonna just use the term black woman Spirit uses because now she's been making a lot of sense, but this one here hit home. Okay, about Adam eating the apple first and then blaming it on Eve, lying on Eve. A lot of you black men are liars when it comes to black women. You want her to take all the fucking problem so you can get off scot-free to see if she love you enough. Well, I got two fucking middle fingers for you, bitch. Okay? You won't do that here ever fucking again. Ever fucking again. You will never do that over here. As long as I got breath to breathe, my son gotta be learned a little bit different than how you guys are learning. However you call yourself learning, you don't know what the hell you're doing. But I digress. Okay? You sit there, our people sat there and got at them, and the old people who are older, we went and we looked up to them because they were the wise ones. So they got into a hole to these people. They didn't know. Some of them didn't know how to read. Most of them didn't know how to read. So what they do, they moved them into the projects. They moved them into the complex apartments. And then they said, okay, we didn't even know that was part of the goddamn plan to break us down. The second thing they did was, If you got more than 3 kids in the house, which black people were having hella kids, like moms were having babies by her husband. Well, he lost his job, right? He lost his job, but now you're giving us a bill that says we gotta pay fucking rent. Now, how we gotta pay rent? Why are we paying rent? Why are we paying rent? We finna go to this place, this office here, and see what is this? Oh, it says here you gotta pay rent. $200. Why am I paying $200? The home that I own, I didn't have to pay none of this stuff. I'm paying GE. I'm paying Pacific Bell. I don't have to pay for this shit. And guess what they said? Okay, okay. They came up with this thing called Section 8. Dumb Negroes. I want you to hear. Section 8 wasn't made for black women, you dumbass. Section 8 was made for white women. But they decided they're going to go ahead and give it to the black families who need it because you can't afford our $200 a month for rent, right? And this is the damn projects they put us in. Racist ass fucking building. Racist ass building. So from there, you got the drugs. From the drugs, they were bringing the drugs into the goddamn community. Once you brought the drugs in the damn community, there you go. Now they done got us. Now they taking away our businesses. Now they taking away our businesses. Then they lie and say we were selling drugs out the company. This is what they were doing. Every black owned company. We had hair shops all the way down to a sandwich shop and a corner store. And they will sit there and lie and bust through the windows because guess what? You have people walking in here saying, oh, we would like to buy your building. And black people said, we're not selling. This is our building. I'm going to pass this on to my kids and my kids' kids and my grandkids. And what they do, they sat there and went and got some lying ass bill saying, Afrodamus, I hope you hear this bullshit that you've been saying is false. They went and got a letter from the city and county and they said that there was drugs being sold out the stores, out the hair shops, out the restaurants, black owned restaurants. So guess what they were doing? They were breaking in fucking windows. They were breaking in windows, ransacking and tearing up the place that belonged to black folks. And black men or black women get up to go and open up the store. They can't because who the fuck broke in my damn windows and stole shit out of my store? And then all of a sudden, they're going to blame it on the kids. Well, the kids didn't do it. The narcs did it. Just like Oakland, California. Oakland, California stood up for themselves. Shout out to them. But they're slowly giving up their business to integration. So, no, integration is poisonous. And that explains what I'm telling y'all. Black people wouldn't sell their businesses, so they had to get their businesses forcibly taken from them. And then you got LA, where black people came up with billions of dollars, millions of dollars. Millions. I don't want to overdo it. Millions of dollars to buy Crenshaw Mall, and they got denied and gave it to a Russian dude. You know why? Because black folks are going to turn that shit out and it's going to become a place worth everybody staying. They don't want us to have shit. They just want us to die. That's all. They don't want us to survive. They don't want us to have a damn thing. They just want us to die. I just want y'all to know that. And while they're wanting us to die, you got niggas like this that was on Africa Millennials trying to be in a bitch talking about, and yeah, and yeah, these bitches, yeah, some of these girls, black women, they be like this, and and so what I was saying is that's all you heard him say all goddamn day. All goddamn day. And yes, I said it. She made it very. She made a good point. Like this dude sounds very feminine. You are. He is. He is. What else you gotta say on that damn comment? Cause I'm behind on the damn comment. Anybody want to get on here and say something? I got the I want to hear somebody's perspective on some things. Let me see if I can get somebody on here. Um, let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can do that because I did before. Oh, here it is. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna read some of these comments before I go. I just want to see if somebody has something to say. If y'all want to get on here and say some shit, get on here and say some shit. Cause I want him to be roasted. I want everybody to roast. I can't be the only one to fucking roast. I want everybody to get on here and fucking roast. Let me see. Oh, that's just nasty to skip. Oh yeah, White women don't bathe, and they tell you straight up. They're proud to let you know, and they talking about and they brag about it, and they talk about how they don't wash their kids either. Oh yeah, the Geneva Towers. Oh yeah. Oh man, you talking about the Geneva Towers? Look, the hood was off the hook in San Francisco. You had the Geneva Towers. You had Sunnydale, which we called the Swamp. You had OC Projects. You had West Point Projects. You had Hunters Point Projects. You had West Side Projects. You had Freedom West. You had what else we had? What else did we have? When I was a kid, they gave us Rodney King and the black communities got destroyed. Now they gave us George Floyd. Communities destroyed again. Same script. Yeah, and that's why we don't believe in marching. I don't believe in marching because, see, they get paid off your sorrow. When they see you outside screaming and yelling stuff, that's their energy. Y'all giving them energy. For those who like to go out and march and have your little sign up there and march, that's energy that you're giving them, and they get paid off your pain. Don't do that. Don't do that, because what's happening is you're giving them ammo to do whatever the hell they want to y'all again, and then y'all gonna sit there and go back into dancing and sweat, dance and sweat off, baking grease off your head. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's just a lot of shit that we gotta take account to. And I'm not saying sisters be doing some shady stuff, but all it was straight up anti-black woman. And I'm not anti-black men. I'm anti-fuckery. For real. And I'll call you out and I don't give a hell. I'll call you out. Certain channels, I kind of watch my ass. I watch it. For real. Because I can say some things. I try to be cool, nice, and everybody want to argue with me on Miss Uganda's channel. Everybody want to argue with me on Miss Uganda's channel. You see what I'm saying? So I'm cool, man. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's not coming to America because he got all this. He got all this false information about America, and yet he got a lot of his folks that's here in America right now making money. Ain't tripping about shit. Found out everything was not what they said it was. Was afraid to come to America. Came to America. Seen something totally different. Seen something totally different. Okay. My thing was when I told him to come to America, I told him to come to the Bay. Go to the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Um, come to the Bay Area, because there's some parts of the Bay that's the coolest part of the Bay. But everything is so gentrified now. Everything is so gentrified now. Gentrification is just so freaking real. Like I'm like, they just want to get rid of us. If he's not gonna come to America, don't come to America full of white folks, because I can tell you right now, you're not welcome if you got an accent. The white folks, they got this shit about when people, I don't care if you're Mexican, you got an accent, they know who not to mess with when they come to America. Certain areas is sundown town. If those who don't know, if you want to know what safe place to go to, if you decide you want to come to America, look up Sundown Town, Torian Rain. And I'm representing him, because see, I don't have a problem promoting anybody's channel. It's not like um it's not like I'm certain things people need to see and people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to give you that resources right there. Again, and let me go for the record and start telling you all the people you should see. I think it's a good start. It's a good start. Come to my channel. I represent the folks that y'all need to see. For those who want to start and make multiple streams of income working from home, go see Michi X. You know what I'm saying? Go see Michi X. Look at some of her content. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty dope. For those who got kids and you don't want your kids going to these damn mixture schools anymore. Um, you know, go to Q Butter, which is the Ziax Institute for your kids. He take them ages 4 and up. The Ziax Institute. Okay? His name is Q Butter. Okay? And y'all can watch him. He's good. If you want to see If you want to do some political shit, I barely follow them now. But if you into that political shit, you want to know, and you African now, and you want to know how to take some of that knowledge. I'm gonna tell you something. Uh, the Black Authority got some Africans that's following them right now. Appreciate his talking points because he's the voice that they feel like they don't have in their own freaking country. So some of them get on there and they praise them. Okay. Then you got a few that get on there and say stupid shit like, um, well, I'm not leaving New York, but and I'm Nigerian, and you guys was calling us African booty scratchers, and I was hurt, and then your kids was saying stuff to me like the oogala boogala, and I'm sitting up here like this bitch is white for real. She's sitting up here making up all kind of shit that black folks got. We got enough problem as it is as black people. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck would it look like us messing with Africans when Africans are supposed to be us? Why are we the ones wearing the goddamn medallions? We're rocking the fucking medallions. The hell we gonna rock the medallions for? We got some hate for you. We're retaliators. I told you. You say some shit, you put your nose up in the air against us, we gonna say something right back to you. Bitch, you in America. I'm talking to you. You calling me a Nakata? Bitch, you in America. You supposed to call me that shit in your country. That's retaliation. But if you over here, hey sister, how are you doing? Hey my brother, how you doing? Wholly different attitude. Because now we've established a connection. This network. This network. Oh my gosh, where you from? I'm from Cameroon. You what? Well, how's it out there in Cameroon? I want to go visit out there one day. We cool. We real cool. I got phone numbers for some Africans right now. We done sat there and hit it off real good. That was in Palo Alto, California. If Mr. Uganda change his mind, you should go to Palo Alto, California. It's pretty much diverse. It looked like it should just be an all white part area, but you got some folks that's there. You got black folks there, Indian folks there, Chinese folks there, anybody, and it's these popular places to go eat and see. This particular type of company, they don't want no racism around them. They just don't. Racism is just not tolerated downtown Palo Alto. It's just not. Stanford University, racism is not tolerated. They want your dollars. Okay, so they don't need people attacking you because you're black. No. So no, it's a wonderful program to go to. Just a sight to see. Go to Palo Alto, California. Park your car and hang out. They got the Caribbean restaurant that's beautiful. They got this place where you could. It's like they would turn. It's like a diner, but at night it's turned into a club. They play their little music. Everybody's talking with each other. Everybody's chilling with each other. Sometimes people be tipping for you. They throw a tip for you just because. Oh man, how you like this place? You're new here? Yeah, where you from? I'm from Africa. Oh, you from Africa? Oh my gosh, how you like it here? How long you been out here? Then after a good conversation, he's throwing a goddamn $20 on your table, talking about, here's a tip for you. Then whatever you pay, just give him this as a tip. As a friend, welcome here to America. And walk right the hell on out. And that's Palo Alto, California for you. That's just Palo Alto. You go to Oakland, California, you're gonna feel real good about yourself because you're gonna see black, blah, 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 and they do them. Ain't nobody doing what Aphrodite's talking about. He a fucking lie. And you go to Oakland, California, you will love it. People go out and barbecue. They do their little music outside. They go to the well, they I heard they took down to Durant Square. I gotta go visit because I feel bad now. I should have supported them even more, you know. Oakland, California, but Oakland, California is still a mecca of blackness. They're slowly gentrifying them, but we gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. You know what I'm saying? Cause Oakland, that's our only safe haven. Well, anyway, I'm just saying there's some places you can go to in America that ain't got nothing to do with the bullshit you hearing because they don't want you to get the experience, Miss Uganda. So I'm telling you from firsthand. There's some places I can tell you don't go to. I would tell any African that come down here or any European Africans that come down here. What not even I won't even call you European. That's very disrespectful. You're Africans from England. That's what I'll say. Africans from England. All right, Africans from Europe. I would tell you exactly the places to go to, and all the fun places. And I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do none of that stuff, right? So I'm gonna take you to all the fun places: skating ring, the bowling alley. There's a place in Oakland where I hope I hope people do the social distance or wear your mask, but they had this dope um um arena. It's a club slash bowling alley slash restaurant slash kids area. Cause some people bring their families. They don't want to keep the kids in the house, and they got a certain area that is so cool. When you go there, it's like it's like, dude, you can do whatever the hell you want. So this is what you do. So you go to this, I forgot where it is, but I'm gonna ask my niece one day where it is. And I'll tell you exactly where it is. So you go to this arena in Oakland. I don't care if it's cold, raining, storming. If they open, it's party time. Take your ass there around 9 or 10 o'clock at night. They close at 2 o'clock in the morning. So you go on down there, right? And you go and say like you want to bowl, or you want a skating ring. There's a skating ring on one side, there's bowling on the other side. And they got some areas for the kids. So they put the ram up for the little kids to go and bowl, and they got their little bowling ball for the little kids. And you put your shoes on, you stick with your friends, you got it's like a every cheer, it's like a VIP cheer that you sit in. And they play their music. They play all kinds of music that you would like to listen to and dance to, and you could get loud and have fun and slap five and everything. And you got this restaurant that's next door that will serve you while you're bowling. You go to that restaurant, you say, hey, while you go and buy some shoes, you go next door to that restaurant, say, hey, I want some pizza, I want a spaghettis, I want all this, I want some wings, I want all this fun stuff. And you sit down and they give you a number, and the number be lighting up. So they know exactly where you are when the number light up, because they got the sensor that actually take you to the number. And when your number light up, you can either come and get it yourself, or they will bring it to you for, I guess for a couple of dollars, extra tip. And then next thing you know, you got the skating ring, but on the other side, you got the club. Oh my gosh. If you want to shake your booty in the club, ladies, okay, you want to get down there and do and dance to the all kinds of songs they be playing, dude, and they be going out of their way straight up. They throw in the dance hall. When dance hall hit, it's on. It's packed up in there. Everybody's whining, tick-tocking, shata dancing. I mean, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, you should just go and go and see East Oakland. And I think it's West Oakland, West and East Oakland. I wouldn't do North Oakland and I wouldn't do South Oakland, but I'll do the other two. I do them Oaklands. You know what I'm saying? Then there's another one. Um, Racism is the prison system. Yeah, it is. Racism is the prison system. If you want to go, okay, now Palo Alto, California is one of those. If you want to feel like you got some money to spend, and Palo Alto, downtown Palo Alto, have this thing where you again, it's this place called Salt and Straw. Go and visit Salt and Straw. Salt and Straw is the go-to place when you got a sweet tooth. They got all kinds of damn ice creams that's weird as hell, but taste real good. I tried this ice cream. It was called I mind you, it is packed. When you go to Salt and Straw, them lines be long. People will wait in line for 2 hours if they have to get them some damn Salt and Straw ice cream. Okay, they had this ice cream called vodka and things. Have you, man? If y'all been to East Palo Alto or Palo Alto, California, if you've been to Palo Alto, California, you must go to Salt and Straw. My cousin, I ran into my cousin, and we was chilling, and Danifa, hi Danifa. I hope she sees this. She was with her dude, and they was at the. She said, "You got a baby?" I said, "Yeah, I got a baby." And so she stood in line. She said, "Girl, you finna try this? Are you gonna try this place?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna try it because it's a long line. So I guess I am." Just before the pandemic, so we get there and we try to on straw, and she tried what's called vodka and things, right? So it's an alcohol made ice cream, and it got chocolate in it, and it got blueberry topping on it, like not blueberries, but it's like this purple topping over it, and look like a Rocky Mountain, like it's purple frozen Rocky Mountain type ice cream. And she said, girl, tastes like it's fucking this shit. She said, you want to try? I said, I don't drink. But I did try the lavender. I tried the lavender. It's called lavender salt caramel lavender ice cream. It's purple and it's made with lavender flowers. It's been, man, it's off the hook. So it's, they got all kind of new ice cream. It's weird. But some of them are, they alcoholics over in Palo Alto. They love alcohol. That's the one that's probably in competition with Napa Valley because they love alcohol, honey. Everything got to have alcohol in it. But go to the creamery. Try it's called the coconut restaurant. That's straight up Jamaican. So yes, you gonna get a taste of everything in Palo Alto, California. You'll have a ball when you go down there, have some money, be with a and get you a date. Have your woman if you're a man. If you're a man and you just want to just go out and splurge and have fun for the fun of it, don't do the go half shit. Say, look, I got the money. I'm finna just go find me a beautiful babe. Whether we get together or not, I'm finna find me a beautiful babe and we finna go splurge. I'm finna just show her what kind of man I am because you never know what that's going to entail. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. Don't look. Some of the brothers, y'all got superficial mindsets. Please don't start looking for um um women that you want to that sound like they're easy and then you don't really want to buy nothing. No, get you a real lady. Get you a nice lady. Okay, some of these women are just tired of certain relationships because that's all she knows is like the hood rat mentality and the hood mentality. That's all she knows because that's all she been around. And you thinking, okay, you know what I'm saying? I heard she easy. Don't do that because you finna shoot yourself in the foot. Get you a real sister. Get you a sister that like to work in a library. Get you a sister that go to church. Get you a nice sister. Get you somebody that you say, okay, I ain't trying to get in the bed with this sister yet. She beautiful. I'll look at her as a potential future wife. You never know. So maybe 10 years later, y'all can talk about it. Remember when you took me out, you was impressing me, and you took me to Palo Alto, California. Like, oh yeah, well those were days. I wasn't even looking at you as a wife yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I just want to impress a lady, man. I had got my money, I got my paycheck. I said, man, today I'm gonna go out with a lady, man, and that's what you do. Cause I never got that, but I've seen it happen. I've seen black men taking black women out, having a goddamn ball. They having a ball. And that's why I said this is so beautiful when you don't have that hood Negro mentality. When black men are not afraid to be with a sister, he know how to dress himself. You know what I'm saying? When he talked to her, he's gonna ask her. When you talk to the lady on the phone and you seen her, and you say, hey, how you doing? You're beautiful today. You see her again? Hey, you married? I just want to ask. And don't be afraid to ask that. Because if I say yes, I am, unfortunately, because you're so sweet by it. A good man is a good man ain't gonna be afraid to ask. You see what I'm saying? But a good woman who's married already is not gonna have a problem telling him, oh, maybe next lifetime. I am married. Oh, but you're so sweet. You're gonna get you that woman. And if I see you again, I want to be at that wedding because it turns out to be something much better. All this superficial anti-black woman thinking is gonna make y'all stay alone. And then you're gonna be bitter. And bitter women come from bitter men. Bitter women come from bitter men. You see what men are doing now. They getting on the damn YouTube and yeah, you this bitch here and this bitch there and this bitch and you know what bitches be doing? They be playing games and shit. Be playing too much games. No, you just insecure, nigga. You just insecure with yourself. So you already don't have no trust in her. You want to bang her and lay in the bed with her, but you don't have no trust with her because you just. I seen a video and I was going back and forth with this sister. She had a man thinking mentality, and which I used to have, and I seen it in her very heavy. And this woman and dude was getting swept in the currents of the water. I don't know if you guys seen it. I think it's on TikTok. And brother Ben X was showing the water. He said, "Man, this woman was so disrespectful. She was so ungrateful. Let me show you the video." So they showed the video, right? And the woman, I guess they went out to a club, and I guess something happened. A whole bunch of water was coming down. I mean, currents of water. And brother was walking. The brother had her on his shoulder, and he was walking against the current. And as he was walking against the current was too strong, and it took them down. They both fell down, and it looked like they pushed them all to the part where the water looked like it was shallow, but they was going backwards. And when she tried to get up, she couldn't get up because all that water made the clothes so heavy on her. And then her dress went up, so you saw her butt cheeks. And so she pissed off now because her shit been exposed. So she's swinging and going off and screaming and yelling. And the other brother, he came in and helped both their asses come out. So she grabbed the dude by his arm and walked on off. So upon observation, when I looked at that, I seen a whole bunch of insecure Negroes. Now, but I also seen male logical thinking. What I saw was, uh, well, Big Shirley, your man couldn't handle you when y'all fell in the current, so I get it. You could have died. You could have drowned. Water all in your eyes, mouth, ears. You know what I'm saying? Nose. You know what I'm saying? You screaming and water going all in your mouth, and then you ain't fucking worrying about the water shit going in your mouth. You could have drowned because now everybody saw your ass. So you pissed off that everybody saw your ass. Okay, you see, you know what I'm saying? And so she grabbed the dude because she needed to fucking get out. The dude went and he walked towards the current. He was able to get them because he walked to the current to get them. And people already assume, oh, she ungrateful and disrespectful. She gonna grab the man by the arm. She needed fucking help. Apparently, her and her dude could not get out the water correctly because both of them are drained with fucking water. The brother, he's dry. So the only thing that's gonna be wet is his legs. So he's helping both of their asses come up. The hell you talking about? And he was able to walk out. They was able to walk out the thing. So the black woman gonna say to me, she let me know she a woman because I'm telling her that male logical thinking is gonna make you not ever have nobody, right? So she get on here and says, well, I'm a woman, by the way. Okay, you're still, that male logical thinking is still gonna make you by yourself because you're over here disrespecting another sister, and instead of taking my viewpoint and said, well, I disagree. I thought she was very disrespectful, but maybe you see something different in mine. Then that's fine. But this witch turned around and want to keep on, I stand by my truth. Okay, well, you go right on ahead and get that black eye if you want to. And see what male identification still help you, honey. Because they not finna help me. And that was beautiful that brother tried to help her. But they both got swept in the water. So understand, life fucking happens. Life happens. It's not all the time. You gotta stop thinking with your penis. I remember when I was in a relationship with my daughter's father. I went to go get a vehicle. I went and got a vehicle, and something was wrong with it. I had bought a bucket. They called it a bucket back then. I bought a car. I paid like $1,500 to go get me a car with my financial aid money, and I had to take it to the shop. So first thing my daughter's father asked me was, who'd you go see? I said, well, oh, it was a guy. And I was afraid to tell him it was a guy because automatically he didn't even care if he was fat, sloppy, digging in his nose. I'm like, yeah, how can I help you? He didn't even care. He wasn't even there. The fact that I said it was a guy, oh yeah, so you gonna go up to a man? I was a goddamn car repair shop. But I couldn't tell him that, 'cause if I would have told him that, I would have got slapped in the mouth, right? So I said, yeah, because it was a car repair shop and I gotta get a repair. Yeah, yeah. So cause you don't know what he want from you. Well, why it gotta be about why it gotta be about sex? Why does it all the time gotta be about some goddamn sex? Okay? I'm sick of that. I'm sick of God all the time. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't even go out the damn cash register. The cash register, that shows me I had to understand. Listening to Cynthia G's content, I understood a lot of things that finally came out. And then what really brought it out was Nyla says, and I appreciate these sisters big time. Okay, these Negroes are insecure. And why would I want you if you're in my house eating up my food and I'm paying you money and I'm giving you money because that's the way I be submissive? I'm submissive to you. When I get home, I gotta cook you food. I'm working for the white man. I'm coming home while you laying on your ass playing PlayStation, trying to tell me something about God and we're Israelites and all this stuff, and I'm cooking you food and I'm giving you my paycheck. You throwing it in my face that a woman that loves her man gives him the paycheck. Well, fucking, well, for what? And at the end of the day, I'm gonna get jumped on, choked, and everything because you didn't like how I made the eggs. You didn't like certain things. Then when I start talking back because you're starting to hurt me now, and how I'm gonna protect myself, that's the only way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna react. Your action made me react. And then all of a sudden, that just gave me an idea. That just gave you an idea to put your hands on me. So what I'm saying to a lot of brothers, some of them are sick. And for good black men, please, please don't take up for dudes like this. Watch them because they're not you. They don't have the qualities you have, and they're hating on your ass. They hating on you because you love black women. They hating on you because you probably get a black woman. They don't want you to get one. They want you to just be. They want you to have no one or have a Becky. Okay? They're hating on you. So I say to black men, please, please watch, pay attention, understand that simps don't like real black men. I hate when people want to coin the term simps and tell half the damn story. The guys who call other men simps are actually simps. Simps are poor pimping. That's all it is. Okay? Instead of them being a pimp and pimping you out, pimping the bride out her money and saying I'll protect you, but you gotta go and you gotta sell yourself to some of these men because I need you to make me this money. He said, nah, I got me a vulnerable woman. Man, she insecure about herself. Man, she perfect for me. Cause cause he a coward. Simps are cowards. I get money out of her, man. Man, if I ask her $40, she give me $40 because she love me. Ain't that something, man? I don't love her like that. You know what I'm saying? She all good, but you know what I'm saying? But you ain't got no place to stay. Oh shit, she do everything for me. She let me stay at her place. She ain't charging me rent. That's a simp. He goes and pay a meal for you, $25, $30, using somebody else's money. He ain't using his money to pay for you ladies. I want you to understand, honey, this is what simps do. Simps will take you out. Some of them will, most of them won't. Simps will take you out to see how vulnerable you are and how insecure you are with yourself. He need to know what you're about. And he's not using his money to buy you something to eat. Okay, he take your ass to Olive Garden. You best believe he ain't paying no more than $35 to feed you with his baby mama money or somebody else's money or his ex-girlfriend soon to be money. Okay, he's using her money to pay for your kindness because in the end he's going to want something back in return. You're going to be paying 4 or 5 times fold. I don't know who told these simps that the brothers who love black women are simps because you're mad he's gonna get a black woman. You're upset because he's gonna get a real black woman. Okay, he a real black man. He's gonna get a real black woman, but you won't say shit because now you in Becky house living under her roof, and little cute little white little boys are calling you daddy because you told them to call you daddy. Like you have to tell little white kids to call you daddy, right? So all this stuff about putting down black Americans, putting down how we live and how black women carry themselves is so utter bullshit. I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of it. So I'm going to tell y'all right now before I get off this live, anybody who want to get on here and say something, y'all want to debate me, anybody that got smoke, anybody that want to debate and say what you got to say, I'm all for that damn smoke. Okay? I want you to come to my face because I do a lot better when I smoke somebody. But other than that, I'm about to get off this live. My son been very patient. He's been chilling with his thing, and I would like to let y'all thank y'all for coming and let me get this vent out. You know what I'm saying? Any questions on how to start a business and stuff? I've already hired one. I hired one brother. He got somebody that I'm gonna be talking to and I'm gonna be dealing with tomorrow, 11 o'clock p.m. a.m. my time. I think it's gonna be 10 p.m. their time in Africa. So I did have someone that I can work with, and I'm very grateful for that because I got to get my son's clothing line together, and y'all support my son. Hey, Life Visions, you're going to have to rewind some of this back. If you want to get on here, you got something to say, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to get up on the live stream. Here, let me give you like, I'm gonna put it up here one more time. Cause you know, I love partying. Now, let me see. Let me see if I can get that live stream going. Uh, uh, uh. Sha-na-na-na-na. Let me see. Yeah, if you got something to say, get on here because I'm ready to roast. I want to debate some dudes. For real, I want to debate some bum headed dudes. That's what I want to debate. Is some bum headed dudes. Hi Tanya. Tanya, how the kids doing? Let me know. Let me know how the baby's doing. We finna come and see you one day, Tanya. When is your day? What days you off? Or are you off pretty soon? Let me know. And oh, and Tanya, can I please pay you to get King Zaru while I work for Amazon 3 days a week? Let me know. Let me know, because I want to pay you to keep my son while I work 3 days a week at Amazon. I most definitely will. You just tell me how much you charge me, and I definitely will pay you the day I drop him off. Yes, ma'am. Oh, and let me tell y'all, let me give one shout out to So Man Damn. Y'all better start waking up in the morning. Hold on. Let me put this down. She don't know this, but I'm gonna write this down right now. Y'all, please watch her. She off the hook. Boom. That's a queen right there. Y'all subscribe to Fame versus Sacrifice if you have not already done so. She is someone to worth listening to, and she make it so fun to break stuff down so you don't be scared. And another one is pretty good as Papa Duck. Now I forgot who gave me oh shoot. I forgot who gave me the link who mentioned Papa Duck, but they sure did. They mentioned Papa Duck. Papa Duck is on he be telling y'all have your own mind. Learn how to have your own mind. Okay? But yeah, I most definitely am grateful. Let me see. I'm gonna read these comments real quick before I get off. Because I really don't want to get off. Yes, Papa Duck is off the chain. Fame versus Sacrifice of Papa Duck. They should have been married. Cause they both, but she go deep into the rabbit hole. She said you take that blue pill, you can wake up and believe what you want, but if you take that red pill, you will go deep into Wonderland and you will find out how deep the rabbit hole really go. And that's why I love watching her channel. She be on that real spirituality, y'all. And she got some products to order. But y'all please support, and speaking of support, please continue to support my son's clothing line. Here, let me do this. Teespring.com/stores slash you uh, 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 okay. Please support my son's clothing brand. Get whatever. I don't care if it's a mug. Right now, I don't know anybody. I don't have someone to decorate my YouTube channel right now because right now it's just in the works because I'm behind. I don't know how to do this stuff. Like I'm just learned how to do the live stream. I just learned how to do some of this stuff. But James Brown is a fraud, y'all. James Brown is a fraud. Afrodamas is a fraud. The fake ass Beyonce need to be blocked. She a fraud. And Miss Uganda, African Millennial, if I was y'all, if y'all see people like that got names named after celebrities, especially dead ones, please block their ass and tell them to come back with a different name. Don't get your channel taken down because they're using someone else's name fraudulently. Don't do that. Don't let them people get on there and start talking about they Michael Jordan and shit like that on your channel. You definitely get your shit blocked. Somebody will sit there and say that someone's using their name on your channel. Okay, there's somebody who tried to do that, and I guess the person got blocked. And they didn't know why their channel was getting blocked, and we found out why. They kept on using celebrities' names, and I forgot who name they was using, but they kept using this particular celebrity name, and they got called out for that shit. And then when they got blocked, their channel stopped being taken down. So yes, uh, yeah. Let me see. It says never cross a woman and always have her back, and you will have a friend for life. Yes, yes, yes. The woman will never forget. Exactly. Because if a man, for example, my I was in Las Vegas right now. I was in a hotel. Okay. I was in a hotel because I was taking some time to get away because I was on my way back to the Bay. And everywhere I went, I ran into some brothers. Now I'm gonna tell you something about Las Vegas, Nevada, real quick. Las Vegas, Nevada is straight up black on black love. That's all the hell you see is majority of black men with black women in love, holding each other hand. He ain't scared to hold her hand. She ain't got no attitude. She's smiling. They get in a nice ass car. And I'm like, oh, y'all both beautiful together. Oh, thank you. They both be saying thank you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to see. Sometime I'll be, and then look, it'd be a bonus to me, right? I be wanting to cry, but I be wanting to just blend in with the family. Sometimes I be seeing the woman with the man, the husband, they probably husband and wife. They got their 3 kids, and then they got their other older kids that they probably had, and then you got your grandmama, uncle, auntie, grandpa, and everybody going at the goddamn restaurant to eat together. Black families. I'm like, woo, that's what I'm talking about. East Palo Alto, California is starting to have a lot of black families staying together. Ever since this pandemic, they said, fuck that. I'm finna move with uncle. Now he said he got 2 extra bedrooms. We finna put in and take care of each other and sit out and talk with each other and stick by each other because they ain't finna be separating us. See what I'm saying? You got dumb, I can't get a woman nigga getting out here talking about winter finna be cold. Please get out my face and stay lonely. You know what I'm saying? It says, yeah, I see a dude's name, James Brown. I blocked him. Yeah, cause he ain't real, cause he a fraud. He a fraud with his frog looking ass. I bet you he look like a frog. I bet you his raggedy ass look like a frog. And Afrodamus need to change his name too because Afrodamus is he was what was he? He was like a comedian fortune teller. Afrodamus need to get blocked too, and he need to change his name. Okay? And then who else used to say some stuff that was I blocked the dude named Tupac. We know damn well Tupac is gone. Why the hell you want to get on live stream and portray yourself as Tupac, you dumbass? Oh, who is James Brown? This dude was on Africa Millennial's channel yesterday trying to talk about because uh Mr. Uganda was asking about the Black Power movement and where did it come from? How did it start? And this nigga started talking about, oh, Black Power started, because the rap industry and then a long time ago, civil rights movement and was like, that ain't how that shit go. Hi, Omega Courtney, what's going on? I'm back, sis. I'm back. I had to clown somebody. Somebody made me mad. But so anyway, he did all this talking, right? And my phone was already freezing. When people talk a lot, my phone get hot and then I can't get to them, right? So then I said, then they said, okay, Tanjon, go ahead and talk. So I was like, oh, okay. I says, well, when it comes to the Black Power movement, it started back in the 60s. Girl, did you know this dude done cut me off and start talking about no. Now see, this is what you don't know now. This is what you don't know. You don't know nothing about this. This is Marcus Messiah Garvey. When he started, you don't know he started this. No, he didn't, dumbass. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He started the SYSBM, not the Black Power movement, you dumbass. But he cut me off, right? And he was cutting me off. Then my son was like, mommy, hella loud, right? And then he trying to talk over me. My son want my attention. So I said, now, do you hear? I got a 3-year-old that want my attention, please, baby. I don't need you sound like my son, please. So Africa Millennial kicked me off. It was like, oh, it's 2 in the morning. And I kind of like, okay, I'm too goddamn tired to be mad. I'm tired. Let me go lay my ass down. So after she threw me off, I was like, dude, he still kept talking. So I said, well, let me get off the whole chat altogether because he just kept talking. She'd rather just hear his ass talk because this nigga just trying to get at somebody. I don't know what he trying to get at. But I think he with that flag. I think he liked the rainbow flag. Let me get you in. Hi. Let me go ahead. Okay. How you
Sis,
doing?
you better talk that ish tonight, because I'm gonna be right up here with you. That James
Yeah.
Brown fraud is a fool. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm really sick of it, because on the real, let's not forget, African Millennial used to let Bo Diddley come up there and say bullshit too. Now, I sent her an email, honestly, and I don't want to smear nothing on your channel, so excuse me if I'm name calling too much or what have you. But I sent an email regarding Bo Diddley and his foolishness. And listen, I understand it's your platform. I tell people that all the time because, on my platform, I know I let people, kind of work out their own squabbles. I get it. But
Well,
when
you
you
can say
have
whatever you can say whatever the hell you want on this channel, honey. This is a free for all, so I don't give a hell. You ain't smearing nothing on this channel. You're family, so you can say whatever
thank
the hell you
you.
want to say. So let
So
me mute my mic.
but the thing of it is that we have to create spaces where nobody is allowed to just come and try to railroad somebody, especially if you know how I am. So it's like, I'm not gonna go tit for tat with nobody. I'm gonna let you have it. That's the way I've always been. That's literally that's the type of person I am. If anybody knows me in person, they know that too. I'm gonna just let
Amen.
you have it. If you want it, if that's what you want to do with your energy, is go tit for tat, go tit for tat. But yes, he was talking that winter is coming bullshit yesterday. He keeps talking about how he got such a good job. I bet you this fool ain't got no job. I bet you he don't. And then
He got
let's be
unemployment.
very clear. Let's be very clear too. He's talking about, oh, I got a good job. I would love to see what that job is, because he doesn't mention what it is. Okay, he said it's a job that's in high demand. Guess what's in high demand right now? Pizza drivers. Okay, so when you talking about you in a high demand job, fool. Okay, they hiring real heavy pizza drivers all over the United States. Don't play with me, bruh. Don't play. And then he was talking about sharecropping. So, sis, that's what happened. I joined the panel. First of all, he got James Brown up as his profile picture when it's the ancestor Chadwick Boseman as the picture.
Come
He said,
on,
well,
that's what I want to say. Chadwick Boseman. See, that's a fraud. He a fraud, man.
foolishness. Right. He don't have a fraud. I said, why not put it? If that's the case, you could have at least put Black Panther, because at least I was like,
yeah, he looked like I bet you he looked like a frog, and he 4 inches tall. I bet you he looked
girl,
like a frog.
I think he 4 inches tall too, because he kept mentioning that he was 5'10", and I'm like, I bet he a 5'10" lie. He a 5'10" with heels on. Don't play with it. At any rate,
he got heels on. He
got them heels. He got them kitten heels. He got kitten heels.
He running his mouth like a little bitch. That's why we kept.
That's what he does. So what happened was he mentioned sharecropping. So, that's when I had to jump on the mic, because I wasn't, they were talking about collective, the economy, Black economy being strongest as a collective. So I was kind of just listening at first. You know what I mean? You know how I am. I've been really laying low. I'm organizing. I'm like really, doing what these people be up on here talking about it doing. Like, I'm organizing business and organizing some funds and that sort of thing. So I was just listening. I wasn't really planning on jumping onto the live. But when he talked about sharecropping, I'm like, dang, I'm going to jump on, because that literally is what. So I'm relaunching my live series, my Wednesday, What's Glowing On. And we're literally coming back today at 5 p.m. So, sis, make sure you tune on in or jump on in. I would definitely love to have you on the panel. But I'm talking about how rent is racism. And rent is steeped from sharecropping, which was a way to further indebt slaves after slavery was declared illegal. They went from being like the brother Palmetto said, they went from being slave owners to landlords. It was a way to keep slaves in debt. So I said, anybody that claims they are progressive, or they claim they are activists, and they sitting around paying rent somewhere, and especially rent somewhere to somebody that don't look like them, oh, this is a coon for real. So when he gets on the mic, he's talking about well, I don't know what type of person she is to think that you ain't got to pay no rent, because everywhere you go, you got to pay rent. You got to pay rent in India, rent in China, rent in Africa. I said, hold up. Let me stop your statement, because you're sliding down a road that, trust me, brother, we can go. I was an elected official. I sat on housing and planning and zoning boards. I know for a fact what I'm talking about when it comes to this housing game. And you know what the difference is with all of these other places that everybody charges rent? White people pay rent to white people. Chinese pay rent to Chinese people. Indian people pay rent to Indian people. Guess who Black people pay rent to?
People,
Okay,
Chinese people.
Chinese people, white people, Latin people. They ain't paying
Yeah,
rent to black people. So
Arabic
whenever
people.
there is a hierarchy or a disparity in the hierarchy, that is what grounds for racist and inequality practices that further it.
Yes.
So that's where you're wrong, bruh. Then he went on to say that women were the cause of his family losing land opportunities because women have no vision. And that's what I was like. I was like, African millennial, sis, where you get these coon brothers sliding up to this panel from? Where you get these brothers from? He comes from, oh, well, what did I say that was wrong? What did I say that was not a fact? I said the fact that you're going to say that women lack some vision. I said, what are you going to say about the men that are leaving the home? So women have to they have to think for the right now. They're not afforded the opportunity in some of these situations to have the vision long term. Now I can speak up for myself and I can be accountable and say, my ex-husband, yes, did have vision, but I was not able to appreciate it at the time. I can speak up for myself and say that. But I know plenty of other people where that wasn't the case. And also I know plenty of women that did have vision. My grandmother, who was a mayor of a city, a major city, had vision enough to buy up estate, to buy up railroad, places that had railroad tracks. That's what she bought her stocks. So don't sit up there and try to say that. Just say what it is. Maybe the women in your family rode the short bus, but don't put that on all women saying that, oh, that's what women, they lack vision. Are you kidding? Women rhyme with vision. That's why women rhyme with vision. That's what we got. Okay, we're the one birthing vision. What you talking about? And so then he went on to say to African millennial, do you see why why we can't marry? Why a lot of these women are unmarriageable? Bro, what that got to do with me having a disagreement and laying you right and giving you correct change over the incorrect information that you are laying out here in front of people? What the hell does people being black women being unmarriageable in marriable in the Western? What does that have to do with any of this conversation? Bruh, if you like a woman who you don't have to worry about giving you any type of counter or any type of opposition with some intelligent conversation, then bruh, say that. But don't put that once again on a whole collective of women saying that we're unmarriageable because of the fact that what I am laying down some facts, I'm disputing you, and I'm clearly ahead in what you thought you were going to get up here on this panel and do, and that is run some weak game. So sis, go in, let have. I love the topic. I'm going to be here for it. That's all I want to say. I'm on mute.
Okay. Well, okay. So what happened was, I try to talk. So when they start, so Mr. Uganda asked, where did the Black Power movement come from? Because Mr. Uganda still trying to learn about America before he decide whether he want to do, come to America or not. Which he's already said he ain't coming to America, but I want him to beg the different, because see, he once he learns something from learn the truth and start looking at some documentaries and stuff, then he'll understand that okay, this is just one point of view, and all this argument is because one is saying something that doesn't make any sense. I'm telling facts here. So as soon as he asked about the Black Power movement, this dude started talking about, he started going off, and as I was saying earlier, he was just going all off the hinges and started talking about what happened with the civil rights movement. And so he was just going all over the place. And he's like, I know I'm going all over the place, y'all, but blah, 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 blah. All right. Okay, so finally, Tanjon, we're gonna let Tanjon speak. Okay, Tanjon. So I gets on there, and I said, well, it started in the early '60s. And in the early '60s, and I started explaining how the Black Panthers came, how Malcolm X, and what made the white legislation change their laws, because the type of laws they were used to gave a loophole to Black Americans to actually stand up and bear arms. Because even though it didn't say what race can bear arms, it says as an American you are entitled to bear arms. And Black folks got smart and used that term and started bearing arms. And before I can finish, he said, "Oh, but you don't know nothing about this. You don't know nothing about Marcus Garvey. You don't know nothing about Marcus Garvey." So then that's what happened. I was like, okay, well, Marcus Garvey didn't invent the Black Power movement. He invented the SYSBM. Then he cut me off again. And then my son started interrupting. Then I said, well, see, a 3-year-old is interrupting me. I don't need you, to be like him. And so African Millennial kind of let me go. She goes, girls, 2 o'clock in the morning. And so he went back, started talking to. I was like, dude, let me just get on off. I'm too tired to be angry. It is 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the morning at my time, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning her time, and that's fine. It's her show. She can do whatever the hell she wants. So I'm not upset about it. You know what I'm saying? This is African Millennial. You know what I'm saying? She get the respect, man. Even if she kicked us all out and say, look, I'm tired of all y'all asses. You know what I'm saying? It's still love over here. So but anyway, I get back on the channel because Mr. Uganda says, well, come and watch the show. It's about why black men don't want to date Western women. I says, Western black women. Okay, here we go with this fucking attack. I don't want to be over here because there's a couple of people I don't like on as on on her side of the channel. Like Beyonce fake ass. She finna get blocked too. And I'm gonna cuss her ass out. So that's one. The second one is what's that other Afrodamus? He fake too. Afrodamus is anti-black and anti-African. This dude got so much negative shit to say about African people, talking about their failures. They let shit happen, and then turn around at the same token and say black people ain't never been experienced slavery. You know everything that you guys are saying are lies, and you over here looking for hand-me-downs and handouts. And it's like, bitch, who the fuck you talking to like that about my people? You see? And so, not to go off the hedges, I'm digressing again. Let's go back into James Brown, the fucking fraud. This nigga said, excuse my language. Nah, this nigga said, uh, welfare. We've been getting help with government assistance. Don't you know government assistance ain't free, bitch? Government assistance ain't free. Welfare ain't even fucking free. Black women don't get the treatment of welfare like white women get. White women get to keep their welfare until their kids turn 20 years old. They said the kids get to turn 18. Now they changed it. The kids only get to be up to 5 years old. And on top of that, they gonna do this fake ass We Care welfare to work program. And then you go there knowing goddamn well before you even had a baby, you had jobs. But now that you got a baby, now you can't get a job. This shit was all planned out. This shit was planned out a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? And what the fuck is $535 a month for a welfare and $300 of food stamps? What the fuck is that? A month. What the fuck is that? You see what this is why they need to pay child support. This is why I'm now a full damn advocate of deadbeats paying child support. And if you threaten me, guess what? I'm finna make your mama pay child support because your mama was helping you trying to threaten me. Somebody finna go to jail. Somebody finna go to jail. You finna help me get housing and everything. I'm afraid of my goddamn life. He done threatened me and the baby. I want $900 a month, and I only ask for $900. A white chick will ask $2,000. An Asian brother get $4,000 out your ass. You better be doing 2 jobs. You done made the Asian woman a baby mama. She love every bit of it. She get money. She ain't gotta fucking work anymore. She done got the black man the way she want him. She done got a baby out of him. Now all of a sudden, all he gotta do is just yell at her one time. Yell at Ling Ling one time. Oh, oh, oh. I am now officially a baby mama. I'm celebrating nothing to tell my family. I'm no longer my parents never liked you in the first place. Me and my little kid baby is gonna go straight on down and go file child support. And I get $4,000 from you. The judge gonna honor the Asian lady, honey. They go about what you're worth. When it comes to black women, guess what they say we're worth in fucking child support? $250 the minimum. Well, he may not have a job yet, so just give him time. When it comes to a black woman, when it comes to a white woman or an Asian woman or even a Hispanic woman, baby, you better have work in 6 weeks. You better find a job. We'll see you in 6 weeks. You'll be back and you let us know what job you just found. He forced to find him a job now, but when it comes to a black woman, it's no love with the jurisdiction. You see? So I want people to stop talking about the government help support the black women. Nah, bitch, your boss done kicked your granddaddy out of the house. Welfare didn't put your ass out of the house, put the black man in the house. Your boss did when they found out you had one more mouth to feed. Because he knew he couldn't pay you no more money and you're asking for extra hours to work and he's telling you that he can't do it for you. But you forget about that shit, can't do you. Nobody ever seen a movie about Miss Claudine in 1974. There was a movie called Miss Claudine. How come somebody's not watching that? That movie about the woman who got all those kids. She got like 4 or 5 kids, and then she ended up having one by each baby daddy. But you don't know that this dude don't want to get with her. He didn't care about her having her because he liked her smile. But this woman was getting up and working, but she was also collecting the welfare because she knew the welfare wasn't paying shit. $50 a child. Her and her best friends was rushing to get on that damn bus to go clean for some white folks. Okay, being the maid, and she never told the maid in the maid. She never told her bosses in a mansion that she gets welfare. She never did that. However, she had to hurry up and go to the payphone and run to the payphone and tell them the kids are sick. I can't come to work because social workers were showing up. And when the social workers came, they had to look and see what she got in her house that was of value so she could take away her welfare check. Meanwhile, the way they played the black man was you got James Earl Jones playing the boyfriend who didn't care about her having those 5 damn kids. But what he didn't do is he didn't tell her he got 2 or 3 more mouths he had to feed, and he was working. He had a garbage job, right? But he was paying real good. He had his own rent. He lived in a dump because he was trying to stack his money. Okay. However, as soon as he found out that he loved this woman, he didn't care, and he want the kids that he want, and they came up with this thing called child support. That was the new shit, child support. And they show how much he gotta pay because it was a way to prevent him from getting married. He was going to marry this woman. Did you know she had to go? The social worker said, well, if you get married, you can't be on welfare anymore because you got men to take care of you now. Okay, fine. But here's the kicker. As soon as he was about to put them kids on his taxes, they told him, I heard you're getting married. And the woman was on welfare because at that time she had to give her social security number for the job he was working at anyway. So anything happens to him, she could claim severance pay, or pay, unemployment on his behalf, right? But because the social security number shows that she was on welfare, because that was all in your damn business, they were pocket watching their asses off. They told him, if you marry her, you're gonna have to lose your job. So understand that they had this planned all along, but you got dusty ass or you got bum-headed ass niggas that want to get on here and sit there and say the welfare took the black man out of the house, and she gonna take the welfare over the black man. What the hell was you? Well, just like Cynthia G said, what the fuck were you producing? What were you producing? Except a whole bunch of mouth lip service and yelling in my fucking ear and telling me I gotta go out and get out because you're a woman. You're a woman. They go out and get this and go out and get that. Like I'm about tired of that. Like for real. Like, so these people here, they're frauds and they need to be called out. And I'm glad a few people are calling them out. They are calling them out. And they don't want to talk to no man. They don't want to. They don't want to fight against no man. They want to fight the woman. You know why? Cause he a bitch. That's all I'm saying to put it. You want to argue with women cause you a bitch. And you got these mammies, Beyonce. I hope this bitch see it. You got these mammies, and then what's that other chick name? The one that would sit there and was making jokes to me because I sat there and married an Asian dude because I thought I was gonna make some money with this broke ass motherfucker, but he decided he wants to be poor and in love, and he wants me to leave America. I wasn't doing it. So you want to get on here and make jokes about me because I got married to a Chinese dude, and 22 days later, I filed the defamation of dissolution to end the marriage, and it was granted by United States of America. Just that quick as though we were married. Okay, it was a $50 charge. With the what was it? A $50 charge in what do you call that place? What they call the immigration And immigration wanted me to pay them $55, and I forgot all about them. And my son's father told me before I even had a boy by him, before I even had a baby by him, my ex boyfriend told me straight up, "Don't pay them shit. Let them figure that shit out. Let it die for 7 years. It's only $57." And like a dumbass and blackmail worshiping and shit, like a dumbass, I didn't pay them people. I didn't pay them. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with the state of California. State of California honored my divorce, just like China honored his divorce. And he was upset because I wouldn't leave America to come live out there. But you know, they thought they could say shit. Some dude got on there and said, "Oh, you mad because the Chinese dude left you?" Dude, oh, who told you that fucking lie? Where you get that You wouldn't have known that I was with an Asian dude trying to divest if I didn't say nothing, you dumb motherfucker. You wouldn't have known that shit. You wouldn't have known that at all. And I ended up getting with a fucking bum-headed dude. A dude that wouldn't stop flinging his penis around, and I was gonna still stick by this dude, regardless how much of a hoe he was. Until he tried to disrespect me in front of a fucking white woman who happens to be his parole officer, which I didn't know was on parole, because as long as he was giving her some sex, he didn't have to go to his parole office. He didn't have to go to parole. So now that tells me a whole bunch of dudes are doing this shit. Some of these dudes, if it's a female, if he could just hit that a few times, she ain't gotta send. She ain't finna send no notice to him to check in for parole. He got away with going on parole, and he had the nerves to talk bad about me. You had the nerves to talk bad about me. Then you had the nerves to sit there and disrespect your son, your baby, talking about this ain't yours. I had a hard time, but I didn't care. I was filing child support against your bitch ass. I did. And when guys said the winter is gonna be a cold winter, dude, I'm gonna be glad that I ain't gotta have someone barking in my damn ear. Cause a cold winter, I feel sorry for those who got niggas like you living with her, because she finna deal with domestic violence. He finna start choking on her. He ain't got no food to eat. He gonna act like a big ass baby. He gonna be like, "Who gonna feed me? Could you rub my feet? Could you rub my back? Cook me something to eat." Well, you a woman. They ain't gonna do shit to you. You a female. Go on out there and make us some money, baby, please. That's the type. That's the shit we had to deal with, Omega Courtney. We had to deal with shit like that. We had to deal with shit like that. We. You know, it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, I've never had a good thing, so I don't know what it's like. That's why I be happy to see sisters who do have very good black men, and that's why I tell these raggedy ass niggas with your raggedy frog looking ass, stop hiding behind good black men. Stop hiding behind black men that love to take care of their babies. Stop hiding behind black men who will get their ass up and work. I love me a working man. I don't know nothing about no fucking high value. I don't know shit about no damn high value. What the fuck is a high value man? What the fuck does that mean? That's that celebrity worship shit they into. Like, dude, if the black man is working and we can work together, make some money together, and stack our money together, and buy a home and buy a piece of fucking land, and we got a plan to do some shit, then I'm all for that shit. I'm all for that. I ain't with that other shit they talking about. That's not what I'm not with that. Uh, you know, yes, Claudine. Thank you. Thank you, Gotta F. Thank you about that. Claudine, y'all. She know about that. Claudine, baby. Okay. Claudine. Listen, let me tell you about Afro Diamonds and James Brown the fraud. They need maxi pads. Target sells maxi pads, y'all. It's called Kotex for Men. And you'll see a white guy standing right there, smiling like he wearing boxer briefs, not boxer briefs, just briefs. Look like panty briefs, wearing the pad. So, anything else you gotta say? They're maxi pad wearers. Okay, they are. Anybody else that got something to say that want to get up here and roast?
Oh, sis, I don't know how I forgot this, but I was reminded when you said how he was trying to rush you off but still he be up there talking about something. I know I'm talking in circles, and you know I'm talking in circles. Okay, he was trying to tell me, uh, because African millennial now, and I didn't appreciate this, but I told her, I said, you know what, like you said, she's always been supportive. So I said, hey, I do free Zoom classes if you really want to learn how to go in further for this. I do free Zoom classes every week to understand city budgets, community development plans, and proposals and projects and that sort of thing. Because she said she was confused. Now I said it very clear. So at this point, either you ain't confused, you just don't want to do it. But she said she was confused as to when I said rent is racism, and so you need to be plotting on what's going to be your next living arrangement, because you don't, if you need to not, you need to put yourself in a situation where you're not paying rent. So that is going down to the courthouse, looking at what homes are going to be foreclosed on, going down to estate sales, seeing what heir property your name might be attached to. This is a very real occurrence all over the United States, where slaves were in fact, or people that owned those properties were in fact, they would gift over property to work to their former employees, so to speak, what have you, to pay off a debt if they could no longer manage the property, and they sold it to families, the black families. And then what eventually ended up happening was those family members, they moved to other places, yada yada yada, long story short. And so I was saying, you know, there's plenty of people that don't realize their name is on some estate. Their last names are on some estate sales. Go down to the courthouse. I said this a number of times. So African millennial says, well, I'm confused. Okay, perhaps you are, because I know things are handled differently in other countries. It's very unlike here in the United States. You can literally own land and lose it. You can't do that in other countries. If you own land, you always own your land. So I can understand her confusion, but I did offer to have a free Zoom class with her. But then James going to come back in, James the fraud, going to come back in talking about that's why I was telling you to bullet point your discussion, because clearly you know, you have two people up here and you don't understand, and we don't understand. I said, well, there are two people up here, but there are only two other people outside of myself. It's not like there's a whole panel, and or there's more, there's a consensus amongst anyone else that they didn't understand when I said it several times. Now whether you agree with it is up to you, but I myself, I'm not paying rent, haven't paid rent in 5 years. I'm not looking for more opportunities to do so. So, and what I suggested was, again, go down to the courthouse, look at foreclosure, look at when they're having the hearings for foreclosures, go down to estate property sales. Every county and every state in the United States of America has these. They're estate sales. And you need to see if you are an heir to any of these estates. And you can totally check that with your last name and look at whose name has been on the last 3 years of paying taxes. That's it. So it's simple. So if she didn't understand, like I said, she's in another country. I can somewhat be forgiving, but you just didn't want to hear it because you're a coon and don't want to do it. Period. That's all I want to say.
Well, he's jealous because you're a woman, and see, women know stuff. So when we know too much, then see, it bothers guys. We supposed to be dumb. See, this how come we couldn't keep relationships with men, because number one, like my son's father told me before, how come you just couldn't be a dumb broad? He told me that to my face. Okay, so you know, this is what they be thinking. That's what they want. They want dumb females. And if you're too smart, they not gonna mess with you. You know, because they can't get over on you. They can't do what they want. It's gonna make them feel bad. I got me a smart woman and I'm fucking over her. And well, anyway, that being said, let me ask you this, because see, you touched on something, and I forgot you had a 24-hour program, a 24-hour live stream, which was phenomenal. I went to sleep, woke up, you were still there, going strong with the music and everything. And what happened was you had jewels being dropped. I mean, you had jewels after jewels after jewels, and you had like this one brother about the sister about cleaning the credit, owning some land, how to own some land, And I need that call. I'm very disciplined. I need someone to push me. I need a Zoom call. And not only that, I need a web designer to help me finish my son's Teespring account. Um, and so you guys can support them. But I need that because I would like to get some land, and I want to go where people know the deal and what to do. 'Cause I'm telling you, I have ideas and what I want to do for my people. This is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And Tanya, you my people too. You know she part Native American. That's my sister. Me and her been close together for a long time, and she go through the same damn shit we was going through. So she cool. She's always been with us. She has always been with me. She's always been a part of me. So, you know, she's always been supportive of me on everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? But I want to tell you, let me know, email me about the Zoom classes, and I'll go. And you tell me what days I have to be there so I can go. You gotta tell me the days because I'm an independent contractor. I'm trying to build my store that's gonna come out September the 4th. I'm gonna be selling health stuff, health medicine, lose weight stuff, detox. Everybody want me to sell tea detox things. So I'm gonna be selling
Mm-hmm.
those types of things. So you guys can start detoxing. Anybody over 30 years old, hey, you guys gotta cleanse. Cleanse at least twice a year, every 6 months, a
Yeah.
year. Cleanse,
Yeah.
detox. There's some things that we can do. And then anything that you guys want me to sell, because I got another store that's opening up, and it's gonna be the kind of store for the people for the pandemic. I want people to let me know. Email me those and suggest what you guys need me to sell so you guys can support my store and buy it. I seen generators that as small as my uh, uh um what is it called? I got a 14-inch laptop. I seen a generator as big as a 14-inch laptop, right? They want $660 for a solar panel generator. And I think because it's a solar panel generator, but it's like, dude, I can sell that shit to y'all for $200. If that's what it's all about, it's so many things that I can't wait to put that's gonna be so unique in my store that y'all gonna need to survive. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. See, I'm gonna tell you something. They don't want that smoke. They don't really want that smoke like that. They ain't even ready for the cashless society. They keep talking cashless society. There ain't gonna be no damn cashless society. Not yet. Give it about 5, 6, 7 years. They gonna probably try to do the cashless society. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about yeah, portable generators. They be wanting $300 for portable generators, right? But you gotta but some of them gotta be outside. The solar panels are more expensive because it's indoors. And it's like, dude, I could sell that. I could sell. Listen, I could do a better price for you guys, and but you know what I'm saying. But what I want to do is I want to get you guys. I'm telling you, Michi X is so madam. It's Omega Courtney. It's who else? What it was? Papa Duck. These are the ones that will sit there and tell you what you need to survive. To survive. You're gonna need you're gonna need this shit. Oh, Dr. Shana, I forgot. I can't leave Dr. Shana out. They will tell you what you need to survive. The certain things that you can do and what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I would like for us to do a Zoom class. I don't know who's willing to do this, but I need therapy. Black women need therapy. It should be therapy for black women. I actually want to give a shout out to this one sister. She was she was on a YouTube channel and a content. We had a ball. We were just talking about so much fun stuff, and this panel did some good brothers. These are brothers who are married to black women, who respects black women, or who is dating a black woman right now, and he finds it a problem with the disrespect of black women. He can't he think dating white women is ugly and it's nasty. That's what he thinks, right? And so they was all on we was all on the channel together. We were just talking, and this one brother said that he seen a turkey and he ran for his life because that turkey is dangerous. Y'all don't know about these dangerous turkeys, right? And so uh she said, "Oh, you scared of turkeys?" And so I told the story, and I'll tell y'all the story right now. So I told the story because I had her laughing so hard. I told her the story when I was breastfeeding my daughter and I was on the Muni train, on the Muni bus. I was on a 19 Muni bus. And Chinese woman got on the bus. Chinese woman probably, I think she got on the bus. She did. She got on the bus after I got on the bus. So I sat in the front because they said for the disabled people they can sit in the front. So I sat in the front and I was breastfeeding my daughter, covering her up while I was sitting in the front. And a white guy was sitting on the opposite side of me, but he was sitting on another seat over because there's a sideward seat that's on one side. And here, let me cam up for this one. You guys got to see this. So there is this. It's a seat that's this way. Oh, you can't even see it this way. Ah, it don't even make sense. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so here's the seat like this. These are sideward seats, right? Sideward seats. So this one's facing me, and I'm sitting on this side. But then there's a seat that's behind. It's behind the sideward seats, like this. Let's see if I can do it like this. No, let's see it. So like that. Oh, whatever. So you probably get the picture. So then I ended up breastfeeding my daughter, right? So the Chinese lady get on the bus and she got this chicken. And the chicken was chirping hella hard. The chicken was moving and she had the legs. So it was trying to flap and it couldn't really flap because she had it tied around. It was trying to flap and one arm came out and was flapping. And she had the chicken by the feet. And so the white guy said, um, this is inhumane. This is a disrespectful to humanity and you can't come. You must not be from this country. And la 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 la. So as a black bus driver, he was driving the Muni. So he was minding his own business. He was driving the Muni. And so this white, while the chicken is chirping, and she's smiling. She an Asian lady. She an old Asian lady. She just a smiling, and she holding the chicken by the feet like this, and she holding the chicken. Now check this out. The white dude says, "Sir, sir, could you please make this woman get off the bus? This is animal cruelty. This is otherwise I'll report you." So the black man said, "Hold on." He stopped his bus. Black man said, "Excuse me, ma'am, you gonna have to, do something with that chicken. You may have to shut the chicken up or get off the bus." So she says she don't understand English. So she goes, "Ah, chicken?" He said, "Yes, ma'am. You gotta do something with the chicken or you gotta get off the bus." She goes, "Chicken." He said, "Yeah, no, do something with the chicken, kill it, something, I don't care, or you gotta get off the bus." So she took the chicken and she sat there and she whammed it against the pole, broke in the chicken neck. And we seen feathers flying hella places. Them feathers was flying everywhere. And I'm like, this was my baby. Like, he seen that. And so it was quiet for a minute, and you seen people, they were like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh." Oh my gosh. Somebody in the back, gay dude in the back, talking about, "Oh my gosh," right? And so he said, "This is San Francisco for you." So then so the black man sat down. He said, "Thank you." Black man sat down, started getting off the bus, and he started getting on the bus, not on the bus, but he started driving the bus, right? He went back to driving. White guy says, "Sir," he said, "You can't allow this to happen. You gotta stop this now." Black man said, "Let me tell you something. I done told her to do something with that goddamn chicken. She did what she had to do. Now, if you don't like it, sir, you get off my bus." Woo! That was funny. I had to cab up for that. I had to cab up for that. That shit was funny. But yeah, that's mainly it. Anybody else want to come up here and got something to say? Y'all got something against Afrodamus? Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. This is a free fall right now before I get off this live. What y'all got to say about Afrodamus? What y'all got to say about James Brown? See, he laughing. James Brown the fraud. What y'all got to say about James Brown the fraud? Don't be messing with my. Y'all let me know if y'all want to get on here, cause before I do this, I'm gonna do this one more time. Y'all, if somebody don't get up on here, let me see. Oh no. Let me see. I'm trying to learn how to do this stuff. Share, invite. Oh, here it is. This is it right here. Copy to the clipboard. Oh, okay. I'll quiet down. Yeah, I'm finna copy to the clipboard. I'm disturbing the neighbors. I'm disturbing the neighbors. Yeah, I got one more thing at 5 more minutes. Give me 5 more minutes. I'm having so much fun right now. 5 more minutes. Other than that, you know, uh, so go to Omega Courtney's channel. Hey there, Sister Queen. Unmute your mic. I'm gonna
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Let me say this real quick before you say something, Sister Queen. We're gonna listen to you. Let me you guys, Omega Courtney is about that life, about us getting the stuff, owning our own land and building. I always said after her, 2 lots in a trailer. I tell everybody, when you guys want to get land, there's 2 lots in the trailers, y'all, and let's put our money together. And I'm gonna keep saying that and iterate that, y'all. We all gotta put our money together. $1,200 from everybody. Everybody can put in $1,200 together to get a piece of land together. Everybody, and that's including Tanya. Love y'all. You could go ahead now since I'm gonna mute my mic.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Tejun?
I'm doing good, girl. I finally was able, I feel better now. That was my therapy. I finally was able to get this off my chest because, I got tired of the bull crap and them. I got tired of people going on Mr. Uganda's channel and Africa Millennials channel and just disparaging Black Americans and calling us African Americans and people of color, and then turn around and say you can't teach white people to hate. You can't hate white people just because you have problems. Like, dude, ain't nobody hating white people. White people are hating us, but you want to sit there and love and lick on their ass because you just want some acceptance. And I don't need their acceptance. I don't care. I really don't care about their acceptance. All I care about is we got to respect ourselves. And you don't even love us enough to know that we're your big hat. But you want to sit there and come after us. But this ain't about me right now. The floor is yours, sister. Tell us what's going on. And you can roast, you can cuss, you can call out names, you can say whatever the hell you want, because this is my goddamn channel.
Right. Well, I don't know any of those channels, so I only rock with, True Royal, Seji, Tareen. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I keep my circle small,
So, oh,
but I
you
was
love Auntie True
interested.
Royal?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love Auntie True Royal. She on that. Now, everybody, if y'all want, I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to get y'all popcorn and y'all want to learn about the currents and all that good stuff, y'all, and y'all want to hear her say, uh, 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 what she said, go get your shit. When you say that, that means it's gonna be good, y'all. That's and Torian Rain. He does the Sundown series. I'm telling y'all what he real good at. That Sundown series, y'all. Watch the Torian Sejahito. He's a gamer, but he on that. I'm telling you, he's smart now. He's smart. He be going cause you know who be targeting. You know who be hating on Sejahito before she say something. You know who be hating on Sejahito? A lot of the Manosphere, Black Manospheres be hating on Sejahito. They be hating on Seji. Like a lot of sisters be rocking with him and they hating on him because sisters rock with him for real. But Seji Hito, he swag about his. So yes, Seji Hito. If y'all guys wanna talk and have fun, and I'm gonna tell you something. Out of all people, you know what? Amazing Lucas is funny as hell, y'all. If you want to argue with him, he be having argument days or disagreement days. Y'all go to his channel and disagree. That's what y'all do if you want to disagree to some things. He got a whole bunch of hillbillies on there. You might as well go ahead and join there and cuss a couple of their asses out. They be saying stuff like you can't get reparations. You're never gonna get reparations. You guys are just speaking too highly of yourself. And he's so calm about it. I'm like, Lucas, cuss their ass out. Lucas, Lucas, tell them they gonna die. Lucas, tell them tell them they not making enough kids. Tell them they race is dying out. Tell them they better check their white women. Lucas, come, look, you ain't saying shit. Lucas ain't saying nothing. But go ahead. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, let me let the sister say, y'all. She finna balance this out because she's so sweet right now. Let me go ahead and mute my mic. I won't say nothing else. I promise.
Well, I was trying to collab with you because I was interested in the other sister earlier. I was listening, listen to what she was saying about the land and everything and how, how to go about it and and things like that. And I'm interested, um, because
Okay,
you know
go to
right
the
now
private chat. Go to the private chat,
I
and
okay,
Omega Courtney, you guys collaborate. Go to the private chat and
okay,
exchange emails because she's good at. I'm tell you something about Omega Courtney. She's a human calendar. She's good at letting us know when some good stuff is happening. Who to support and everything. And
okay.
another thing we gotta do. Omega Courtney, let me remind you because you're good at this. Go ahead and we gotta help fight for that woman and her husband. I'm gonna call them husbands because they got two kids together. They love each other. And he's sticking by her to get them babies back because that white witch, sat there and lied and said they was abusing that baby. But I feel it's something deeper than that. But she did what she did was wrong. That white woman lied and called CPS and told them people just because she is some high coordinator. No, she should be sued, and they don't know where her son is. And then she just had that baby, and 3 days later, they stopped her and made her give up her baby and a bit of her breastfeeding. And that was the most painfulest thing that I ever seen.
Yeah, that
Painfulest
was
thing.
wrong. That
Yes.
was
Go.
totally wrong.
That was just
So
too much for me.
they illegally fostered those kids
Yes,
illegally.
it was illegal. And see, I hope them babies ain't harmed because see, they desperately need plasma. And see, we gotta fight for her to get them babies back. I think we need to start a petition right
Hmm.
now. Look, ozone is taking care of and stuff. Uh, we need to get them babies back into the arms of those parents. That's a black man
Yeah,
and black woman. We gotta support that.
absolutely. It's sad to see that she had to go through that, and for whatever reason, I mean, was it that she was going in to get a B12 shot? Was that what it was?
No, what they did was for the little boy who was 15 months old. Uh, you know, our sons. When it comes to sons, you have a son, sister.
Yes, I do.
You know, when they were born, they said stuff about the kidneys and all that stuff.
No.
Well, for my son, he had a slower kidney, so they asked me, did I want to boost the vitamin B12? But see, that's a muscle relaxer. That when the babies are born small, you don't need to give them no. That's for grown men to take. So a vitamin B10, B12, you don't give them vitamin B12 shot just because you want to stick the babies with needles. You don't do that. He's going to eventually grow and get big and all that stuff. She wasn't making
Mhm.
enough breast milk, and she came for help to help bust up her breast milk. Now, when I had a problem with boosting up breast milk for my son, they was gonna give me a shot for my breast and they said it may take up to
Mhm.
three of them things. And the first
Mhm.
shot was painful as
Mhm.
hell on the side of on the side of my breast tissue. And yes, I had got some breast milk, but it was I think I wasn't drinking enough fluids. They told me I got to drink plenty of water, and my body wouldn't let me drink a lot of water. So after
Mhm.
they stuck that needle in me for that breast milk, I felt kind of bad. Like, am I giving my son synthetic breast milk? I don't want to do this no more. And I decided my son wouldn't get enough milk. I said, fuck that, then. I'm just gonna go ahead and get some organic. I'm gonna just feed him some almond milk. And that's what I gave him when the baby as almond milk. I didn't want to go back there no more. In her case, she was
Yeah.
at a racist ass hospital where she couldn't produce enough milk, and instead of them wanting to give her a shot in her breast on her breast. Just one side of her breast is a hormone shot that will help her boost up her milk. She eventually have regain more momentum for her milk to develop. She just got to drink plenty of water and fluids. And that's something I failed to do. But she could have probably done that. And instead, they want to stick the baby and experiment on the baby, and the parents said no, which was they goddamn right. It was their kids. And so she called CPS and had that little boy taken from her, and said, and had the police came and everything. They had their hand on their gun and everything, trying to and the man was there. Thank God the father was there. And even though and the reason why I said thank God the father was there, because if the father wasn't there, they just would have just brought the social workers and took it from the baby. There's nothing she could do. She just had the baby, and she's still healing. But in
Yeah.
this case, the man was there, so they had to get the police just in case the black man, this and the black man. This type of stuff is what I'm talking about. Like, when it comes to real good black men, this is what they hate. They hate to see black couples together. Now we're doing something wrong to our babies because the mama is with the black woman is with the black man, and they both together. They got the baby. They close, and they're hard target. So it's this because this bitch can't have a baby or whatever, or she got some degenerates. Or who left her, or she ain't got nobody. She's this high child welfare protector or whatever director, and she decided to call the police and said she refused the vitamin B12 shot. And they said, we didn't refuse nothing because you didn't offer nothing. What the hell? What are you talking about? We didn't ask for it. You didn't tell us, and we're not gonna we still not gonna, if you even offered, we was gonna say no. And sure enough, they took the baby from her. This who she had this baby. They took this baby from her. Stopped, pulled over, got the police following her. They was watching them. They was watching them.
Yeah, I saw them.
And we have a petition. We gotta petition that. We got a petition for her and her husband to get their babies back. And if any harm comes to them people, they own the motherfucking city. I'm sorry. She said, I got the key to the city. You know what that told me? That told me, because I heard she was singing for there's another side to it that I see as well.
Yeah.
Uh she was a American Idol finalist. She acted in a few movies, and they gave her the key to the city. So that told me the powers that be was
Oh,
watching her.
that's true. You're right.
If she was a singer,
Um,
they may want her to give up 2 albums. And she may want to say, listen, I don't like what I see
mm,
going on. I don't
yeah.
like what I see going on. I don't want to, I don't, you know what? I'm going to decline. You know what? I'm just going to live normal. I don't want to act anymore because these are scenes you want me to be a part of. I don't want to do, I don't want to do a lesbian scene. I don't want to kiss women. I don't want to look at donkey's balls. I don't want to do none of this stuff. Oh, okay. Well,
I got
we
something.
just,
I got something for you to think about.
yeah, if you want to do something,
Remember that cartoon, um, The Mermaid, The Little Mermaid.
yes,
Now remember when
exactly.
Ursula was like, well, if
She wanted
you
legs.
she wanted her voice. She said, if you don't do what you want this. So they were telling us in Hollywood.
Well, she told her, if you want some legs to go be with that man,
Mhm.
I'm gonna need your voice.
See, that's what they're doing now.
You see what I'm saying? And if
Yeah,
you
they're
want,
doing it to
okay, well,
people.
but in
Mhm.
this case, since you don't want to give me 2 albums, you owe me 2 albums. You're a good singer. I mean, first
Mhm.
they try to plead with you. Why would you? You're a good singer. Well, what about you're a good actor? How come how come you refuse to? I gave you the key to the city, and I'm asking you to uh uh do a couple of shows for me,
Yeah,
and
they're
you
forcing her. They're
and forcing
forcing
her.
her.
And she probably said, I don't want to do this. I'll decline. Give someone else the part. Give someone else the part. Okay. Since you're gonna have to give up something since you couldn't give up yourself and do some of these roles, and we gonna have to take something that belongs to us. Remember, it's a hard road ahead. We're gonna have to you do some sacrifices, and there you
Yeah,
go.
that's what they did. They sacrificed her.
They sacrificed. They took her babies. Now I hope it was the opposite. I hope there was this racist ass woman who just decided she wanted to take it upon herself and hate on these couples because they're together. She ain't got no goddamn body. She a lonely ass soul. But at
That's
the
what
same time, people need plasma real bad. They need blood. They need black blood for black people. And the baby's blood is the most potent. I heard about that. So guess what they decided to do? Hey, you wouldn't follow what I say? We gonna take what's yours.
oh
Your prized
man.
possession. I heard it so many times that it started to make more sense. That's why I say if you guys want to go look at Fame versus Sacrifice, that's the show to look at. Fame versus Sacrifice is off the hook. Like she breaks
Mhm.
the shit down, and then all of a sudden you come up with an analogy. You be like, oh yeah, because and she ain't said nothing yet. Nobody said it, but now you coming up with it. You start typing it in. Sometimes she'll read your shit and put it up there and be like, oh, like Vision said, this is true. See, she said this. Listen to this, y'all. So and so and so and so and so and so and so.
Who does
Facts.
who does that?
Uh, Mama
I don't
so
know
madam.
who that is.
That's from Fame versus Sacrifice. That channel is off the
Oh,
hook. She be on sometime early in the morning, sometimes she be on at night, but she talk about everything. Look, she did one on Disneyland, y'all. You should
okay.
look at the Disneyland one. Cause
Yeah.
honey, it breaks it down to what happened to the boy from Peter Pan and what they using those kids for. See, at that time, they wouldn't even allow black people to be a part of no part of Disney. They wouldn't allow us to be in any roles in Disney. We couldn't be in the Mickey Mouse Club, none of that stuff, right? Because he had a fixation, which I wish we didn't get involved with it. I wish it was for them and only about them. But yeah, they was doing all kind of stuff to the kids, all kind of stuff. That's where candy come from. Candy is supposed to be sweet to entice the children so they can be lured into strangers.
Like Hetzel and Gretel.
Yes,
They tried
yes,
to tell you the whole time. And Pied the Piper was like that too. The
yes.
dude, the Pied the Piper, he got candy
Pied
to
Piper.
lure
Guess
the
what?
kids.
That's
Yeah,
R.
he
Kelly. R.
yep.
Kelly all day.
But I
Yep.
think with his situation, what he did was he was just like some can say, "Hey, I'm finished with this. I don't want it no more. I want to get better." And they said, "Oh, really? We're gonna show you what we finna do."
That's what they
Hmm.
did. That's exactly what they did. He know what he was doing was wrong. That's why a lot of his songs, he was apologizing to himself. He was telling people his past, his pastor. He was calling on God on some of his songs. Yeah,
Hmm.
because he know what
Yeah.
he was doing was wrong. He knew what he was
Yeah.
doing was wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
but wrong is wrong. I mean, I don't rock with pedos. I just don't.
There you go.
And I know you're wrong, but you gonna have to clean your own self up and get up there and
Mhm.
say, hey, this is what I used to be. But see, you gotta point the finger where the finger needs to be pointed toward, Kelly. See,
Right.
that's the only way to kind of make this shit right. So you can break because the cabal is falling anyway. Everybody's telling Michael Jackson told what they was doing. Whitney Houston was talking a lot, and they
Mhm.
gone. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
the
A lot
thing
of
is, this has been happening for centuries.
oh yeah, this been going on.
The first soldiers that ever were, if you look at the Old Testament, the first ever soldiers were musicians, were singers. If you look in, what is it? Oh, Ecclesiastes.
That's the part where one of the angels was song and dance, or he was dance. He was a dance, right? Was it Lucifer was the
No,
dancer?
uh-uh.
He was
It was
song and dance.
where I think no, it's where it was the ark where they had to carry the ark.
The archangels.
They had to carry the ark. Well, it was like the Israel at the time the Israelites were becoming to become Israelites. But before that, there were scribes, there were people who would dedicate themselves only to God. Like that's all they did, all day, every day. And when it came into where they had to fight, how they fought was with their voices. When they opened their mouth, that's how powerful they were. They could open their mouth to breathe and they would kill somebody. That's how powerful they were.
Their voice was.
Yeah. And so if you look at everything right now, why are they making us focus on music? Okay, baby, hold on. My little one.
Because right now it's been tainted and we let the wrong people. This is what happened when we started integrating. They started
Mhm.
taking everything away and reprogramming it to being something that don't belong to us, and then we end up starting to just okay, let's just integrate with everything, and what was supposed to be for our protection became our
Mhm.
demise.
And that's the
And
thing. We're
yeah,
not supposed to share. We're
exactly.
not supposed to be
That was
sharing.
our gift. Our gifts belong to us.
Mhm.
That's who God gave us the gift. But you know what? I started to realize too. We started doing some research, and I started finding out a lot of our brothers, way before our time, was chasing after them Beckys. And see, she was, and then I learned something. I learned something about Adam and Eve and Lilith. That is some. Yeah, I said, oh, it makes sense if you put yourself in a situation where you the woman and being submissive is the thing that we should be, right? But we can't
Mhm.
be submissive to men who don't know how to love his woman. We can't make excuses for men who don't know how to love their woman. How can you be submissive if he's taking your money and you're getting nothing in return? How can you be submissive if you're getting a black eye because he mad about something, or he cheating on you or bringing you back diseases, or he impregnated you and he went to go impregnate somebody else on you? How can you be these guys got so God is telling us that this is because he's been getting the wrong doctrine. He's been told the wrong things, but he ain't trying to hear that because he's comfortable with this ideology that the man carry the seed, which they don't, because the man
Mhm.
can't